And so it begins. Yes! Okay, so it is time to finally get back to WarHams. Now, WarHams episode 1 and 2, I have already done. Episodes 3, we're going to be getting back into. I rewatched 1 and 2 just to keep myself where basically get back into everything. So I'm really kind of hyped up for this right now. I just found out a fan with too much time is going to be checking out the Commissar story. So it's an odd sensation, to say the least. I can't believe that is the case. But yeah, I'm like legitimately like wondering what in the world kind of craziness I'm living in right now. But yeah, episode 4 is almost finished. I can't wait until it's good. How was the effect of the Rumble Tum Tum Farm the second time around? Okay, so seriously, I had to show the hospital a Rumble Tum Tum Farm. I had to show Rumble Tum Tum Farm. Yes, I'm on a fanboy moment. I'm doing okay, Mr. Reich. I'm doing just fine. Rumble Tum Tum Farm. If you guys did not check out the first time I ever saw WarHams episode 2, I thought I was going to die. I seriously thought I was going to die. Um, Rumble Tum Tum. It's just not no. In no way, shape, or form should that have ever been a thing. Greetings, Biggest. How's it going, bud? Tech Adept of the Order Refurbicus reporting. Alright. So, we're gonna be checking this out. Fan man boss is a fan man. This is true. Yeah, it was 10 minutes. It was 10 minutes of... Now, it was actually longer than 10 minutes. I actually stopped my recording and went out and tried to explain why I was dying laughing. Like... I was out there for like 15 minutes just like seriously dying. And I was trying to explain to my wife, who wasn't into 40K at that point, why I was crying, I was laughing so hard, and why I couldn't stop. And that went about as well as you'd expect. She looked at me like I was an idiot. It was great. Isekai Narrator Stranded in Fantasy by Net Narrator. No, 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 Burb. You didn't miss 2 streams. I did, 2 years ago when WarHams first started to come out, I was doing the streams, but it was but I didn't have time. And that was the biggest thing. I was doing a bunch of stuff. Pie Brain is your spirit animal? Yes. Hey, Magnite. Alright, so, yeah, Mr. Reich, it was about 2 years ago that it was right when they started coming out, actually. It was right when they started coming out. But, these episodes are 3 hours long, so it takes quite a bit of time. Past that, Pie Brain is the MVP on the team. Yes, Pie Brain is. They also animated a short and clip introducing the farm too. I showed that to the hospitaler. The hospitaler, now that she understands 40K, she finds the hilarity in it. Either that or she just enjoys watching me laugh like a moron. Probably the second part of that. But in any case. As far as upcoming projects, the work on the Gog Van Dyer. Gog Van Dyer is not a 5-ish minute lore. It is going to be something different. When am I going to stream Security Breach? You mean Containment Breach, Biggest? I did for almost 2.5 hours, and I died so many times it was stupid. Lorne is a close second, but I am absolutely missing the Lookout Sirs. In any case, who is ready for Murder Ratling Extravaganza? If you have not seen the first 2 reactions that I did to this, I announced I was going to be doing WarHams a couple of weeks ago. But part of the if you have not seen what happened to me when the Rumble Tum Tum Farm came up, I recommend checking that out because I died. All right, here we go. It is time for the murder rattling extravaganza. Let's get into it.
3, 2, 1, go. Welcome, everybody, to another episode of WarHams.
WarHams.
There is a hole in your mind.
Thanks for coming back, by the way. We greatly appreciate you coming by to check us out again. I hope you guys have been checking out our outlets and
do I
stuff
stay for the preamble, or do I skip to 8 minutes, guys?
So, here is the current schedule in case you're going to miss another episode or not, or need to tell your friends.
Just deduct us.
We'll
Greetings,
be back
fellow
on August
mortals.
8th, and today is July 25th.
All right, get you later,
So one of the things I kind of want to do real
Van
quick
Dyer,
is
hour-long
introduce
rant, yeah.
everybody first, and then I'll get on to my spiels of how everything
The
works.
Hospitallers involved, I'll
First
say
off,
that
for
much.
our lovely individual, Speaker D, who do you
It
play?
has been refurbished.
Excellent.
Skip.
I am Speaker
Okay.
D. I am a lead writer and voice actor. For if the Emperor had a text-to-speech device.
Boom.
These deranged ratlings seemed
Okay,
like
hold on,
they
hold on.
came from somewhere else. Encountered the Divine Lord of Science and her abominants. who-
Okay, here we go.
They left on peaceful terms with her, and then they encountered the Divine
Mage,
Lord of
yes.
War and his
Yes.
girth. I'll just say, if you haven't
Meet
seen that episode,
Place
just
Alpha.
go back and
You
watch
practice the
it. It's a good
wheelies
one.
and breaking the
Anywho,
few laws?
and
Breaking
then
the
after
law.
finishing
Okay.
their
Good
encounter
luck,
with the Divine
bud.
Lord of War,
Don't get chased too
our
badly by the
heroes and
cops.
their accompanying Tater Tot opened the door to the outside of the facility they'd been in, where they kind of
Okay, so that was the question I had, Guardsman. Was the Orc episode a standalone one?
found that they were in the entrance to that town square, except things had changed a bit, and the sky was alight with red-orange fire, and there was a group of ratlings that had descended on the town, and these ratlings had this deranged look in their eyes
The Ratlings
and
typically
had
do.
essentially fallen upon the local inhabitants of the capital. These deranged ratlings seemed like they came from somewhere else, and their eyes had just this strangeness to them. And as we begin our session, we find ourselves kind of camera focused on our group of heroes, with Tater Tot standing behind, deftly clutching his glory.
Yes.
And as we see this, the camera swivels to show a scene of pure carnage. We have ratlings that have descended on other ratlings, where once we had a picturesque Roman caricature of a ratling in a toga eating grapes. That ratling's stomach has now been ripped open, and 3 other ratlings lay over it, consuming the innards. And then there's
Delicious.
sounds of crunching and chopping and all sorts of horrific
Yes.
noises. And this is what our heroes have emerged into. So how is everyone reacting to this?
Slacker, do not try to escape the fact that Pie Brain is everybody's personal hero, okay?
Thanks, Thurston.
You're welcome.
We've done it! We've saved the city!
Yes.
Is it like all on fire?
Oh yeah, so the background is on fire. Like there's flames burning. There's pillow like plumes of smoke coming out of the background. You can see some of the nearby forest is also caught on fire, and just these other ratlings that are garbed in what you've come to see as sort of the common civilian attire for the ratlings of Fartham 4. Except they all have this strange symbol, this circle with lines and then jagged marks that you can kind of see in our background image here.
It looks like a
this
grill
red
head,
daubed
and it doesn't
circle
surprise me.
on each of their clothing, and they're all just in these moments of pure debauchery of consuming the flesh of the citizens of the capital.
Okay, so we went from peak of Rome to fall of Rome in the matter of a day. This is good.
Captain,
What's happening? What's happening here? As Tater Tot clutches his glory.
Captain, you still have access to the suborbital munitions, yes?
I do, but, it comes back to that same problem of not being able to talk to the ship. We're gonna have to fight our way out of this city if we're gonna get any access to that.
Oh, come now. I'm sure these revolutionaries can be perfectly reasonable. Smell that. I can't smell.
And as you say that, like from behind you through the compound's open doors, you hear this. Oh no! As you hear the shouting voice of the Divine Lord of Science coming from deeper within, and then just this nom 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 sound.
Ah, very good. Well, I suppose that's solved itself.
I come to Reed and put a hand on his shoulder. Like, let's just enjoy this for a moment. And just watch.
Reed will...
All right. So what happens at that is Lauren's like, yeah, puts hands on the shoulder. Let's just enjoy this. And almost as if on cue, one of the ratlings that's consuming the like toga-wearing Ratling nobles' exposed chest looks up, and its sort of dead eyes turn and meet yours, Lauren. And this Ratling raises a blood-stained hand that's still dripping with viscera, one finger pointing towards you, and it just mouths the words, though you can all somehow hear it carried on the wind and the bedlam. Tall one flesh.
You need to stop speaking, Lauren.
It always has to come to this. I point at him and just close my fist. Can I cast Crush on that creature?
Oh, absolutely you can.
I absolutely do that with no repercussions in mind in any way, shape, or form.
It's gonna be fun.
And I'm going to make sure no wrath dice. Yeah, there's nothing bad that can happen as we hype this up so something bad can happen.
Yes.
And no complication.
Oh,
That is
wow,
an 11.
nice.
I am going to push. This defense is low. I'm going to push 2 of those dice that I got. I got a total of 11.
Okay.
I'm going to push 2 of those dice up to make a strength or willpower test to make it an additional difficulty number, just in case.
The tall become the
Roll the
tall.
damage for me. Let's see if that is even going to matter, or if you just like...
Oh, yes, I just do like 1 additional damage die, I believe. Yeah, which I fail, but it's just 10 damage. Just
Oh, yeah, 10 damage just crushes the bones in this Ratling, and like its hand is stretching out towards you. How exactly do you crush this Ratling?
So I assume there's ratlings on top of this doctor thing, just going and everything.
Oh, it's not the doctor. It's one of the like Ratling nobles, like that one you saw in the toga who is eating grapes. The doctor's still inside the complex, farther down the hall.
Okay,
what you're
my
looking
bad.
at, what you're looking at is one of those like splayed out Romanesque noble Ratlings who was on the bench in the middle of town square.
Okay,
who's-
I apologize. For
You're
some
good.
reason I heard the doctor thing, so now I realize
Oh,
how fucked up I am.
she's shouting from behind, like deeper inside the facility.
Okay.
They
I
are
now
your
realize how
people,
much of a
Hobbit.
monster I am. So
Yeah,
basically,
you're
I'm
good.
just like, yeah, we can't be having this, Reeb. So I just crush it and just throw it to the side. And it's like, it's just, if you wish to analyze the noble
Jacob,
to see if we can get any
you're correct.
information from him, Reeb, I highly encourage you to go talk to it before it expires.
And the other two look at each other and like they look at each other with those strange eyes and then look over to you, Lorne, and in unison they just begin chanting, "Eat the tall, become the tall." And they turn, and as they say this, all the other Ratlings seem to pick up the chant, though there's no way they all could have heard it. But you're seeing dozens of these Ratlings start to come out.
Oh,
Eat
God.
the toll, become the toll. they start just like, and the background sound of the burning and the destruction almost fades away to just this chant of "Eat the toll, become the toll," that has this bass reverberation from all of them saying it. And
That is somehow the least intimidating, but the most intimidating thing that I've heard so far for this.
more and more of them are starting to come out, and then just from behind you, you hear, "No, get away! No, not my precious children! Oh no!" And from behind you, you see the Divine Lord of Science. She sort of rushes up from the back, clutching the white dwarf to her chest as she approaches. They're in the facility. She stammers as she comes out.
Agility, can I get my white dwarf back?
I mean, absolutely. It doesn't even, it could be athletics, it could be agility, it could be acrobatics. Yeah, well, one of your
Believe it or
weapon
not,
skill.
my agility and my athletics are exactly the same.
Sweet, perfect. All right, and just so everyone is reminded here.
Pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's divine
That is
Lord of
divine.
Just
Science.
first things first. I want my precious white dwarf back. then we can deal with trying to rescue her if we deem that to be necessary.
Yeah, you manage to like rest it, and she's frail and doesn't give a. They're in my facility, and like from inside now, you hear the droning. Again, these are two disparate groups. Eat the toll, become the toll.
We have more pressing matters to deal with.
By the Omnissiah, gentlemen, this is bad. They're gonna eat you guys.
You're not exempt from this, Brain. You have some parts they might want to try and drink or something.
You're right. These people don't know how to do math.
Can we shut the door behind us, please?
I shut the door.
Can all of you give me an insight check?
I would like nothing more.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes,
Insight.
insight. Yes.
See
how
yes.
insightful
Oh,
you
boy.
are.
My insight of 2.
My
I got a glory.
Complication.
I got a glory as well.
Ronnie,
Wow.
And
okay.
Brain gets a compliment.
All right.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah. So
We're
what
full on
gonna-
glory,
what
by
we're
the
gonna
way. Thanks to chat.
Yeah, what we're gonna say happens here is like this isn't really because this is more of a passive check. The complication isn't going to matter much. This is more just like what you all sort of know and can figure out, and everyone except Brain can immediately realize that there's more going on with this chanting than meets the eye. Like this has been picked up and is now almost harmonious amongst these rattlings. There's
Among Us, the Ratling edition.
some kind of driving force behind this. What that is, you're not entirely sure. Lauren, with your check, you might even think that there's some kind of like warp fuckery or psychic shenanigans going on here.
What does mine indicate with my own glory?
With your insight, Reeb, you get a very similar insight. You know that they are definitely affected by something. To you, it might seem more like a pathogen or some kind of infection.
Ah! Brainworms, of course.
It's always brainworms. It always comes back to brainworms.
They don't
Not-
purify their water. It has to be a
This wouldn't happen
brainworm.
if they were taller.
Yes,
I'd
it
been able to
would.
fix them.
Be silent.
All right.
You see what happens if you make them taller. You give them an inch and they eat your foot.
Eat the toll, become the toll. And they're starting to form some circles around you. There's a couple dozen of them in the town square now.
Hi, Brian,
Can
do your thing.
Can I do a thing real quick?
Yeah, of
so,
course
so,
you can.
so psychers in Wrath of Glory have a thing called science or whatever, or psychic science, whatever
Okay.
it's called. That basically,
Sure do.
by description, is by concentrating and probing the warp with their mind. A psyker can detect the presence of psychic phenomenon, including other psychers, objects imbued with psychic power, and similar features. If successful, I can pinpoint where it is and all this other stuff. May I do that?
I want you to know, and this makes me really happy as a GM, that I wrote a note for this encounter called "Lauren has a chance to use sign of science." So yes,
I did not
you can. And my
recognize the
GM
I will
hard
do it
through
and
it a little.
complicate. I did not complicate, but
you also didn't
I
do too
did
good.
succeed because my difficulty number 4 is 3.
Yeah,
Barely.
yeah. Okay. Let's see here. Oh yeah,
So
and it's not
basically-
considered a psychic power, so
Yeah,
you don't
it's just-
trigger perils with it anyways, which is cool.
Yeah. So if are not lying stop, but are still within range, the psyker instinctively knows which direction they lie and can follow them to their source of this power sustain.
Okay, so what you get from this, I'm going to give you a general description. Matching with what Reeb has kind of said with like, brainworms, this is an infection, but it's almost like an infectious idea that's just hopped from mind to mind. This is like a psychic mental implant in the minds of these ratlings that has just kind of taken on a gestalt consciousness of jumping around to all of these ratlings who are obviously not from the capital. Like, you've not seen this attire on those in the capital. They've come from somewhere else. But it's sort of jumped around to each of them, infecting them and giving them this disposition, and probably also contributes to their strange eyes, because you can see that it's definitely focused on their eyes.
It's
that little
definitely brainworms.
tinge of warp energy.
So which
it's a manic
SCP
plague.
containment is this one?
Jesus Christ. You trying to get us sued? You trying to get us sued?
All right, let's be real. This is border catter. I mean, I'd call it more of like a really strong Euclid, but
No, this is obviously the
Is this why you guys got me into SCP? So I'd understand these references.
vending machine.
And from behind you, in
see
the
an IKEA in the
interior of the
distance
facility, you just hear the
Hey, Nick.
"Eat the toll, become the
Eat
toll,"
the
and it's
toll.
resounding from inside the facility, which is behind you. And then,
Yeah.
again, in front of you in the town square, like the numbers have
Of course I
grown.
do. This is all
Again,
far
a
right
couple
here.
dozen of these ratlings, many of which are brandishing knives. Some of them have butcher knives. You notice a couple of them that hold like hooks in one hand, and then in their other,
Thank you, Defies says. Do you recognize the rattlings in the square? Yes. No, I don't.
they're clutching onto
I don't have the red mood
like,
lighting. So
salt
sorry,
and
guys.
pepper shakers.
Oh,
silly.
great.
That's not nice.
Gentlemen, it appears as though we are surrounded. Excellent.
No, not really excellent at all.
Well, I mean, it gives us something to do.
We had plenty to do. This is just adding more. I don't. For goodness sake, we.
Eat the toll, become the Shut up!
And there's this
Say it!
there's this
I'm gonna,
loud sound coming from like beyond the town, like the fields north of the town. This chant that's actually shaking the earth almost.
That's
just from
depressing.
the force of it.
I have had enough of this. I'm going to wheel around. Is there a button on the outside of the large bay door that we opened that I can use to shut the door?
Yeah.
I'm going to wheel around and slam my fist on the button.
I get inside the door, or are we getting inside or staying out?
I would recommend staying outside because we will not be
Very
able
well.
to go in there to help.
Very well.
Oh no! What could we do? There's so many of them.
I'm going
Well-
to grab Tater Tot.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you kind of grab Tater Tot. He's just clutching his small Geraldine horn, looking around like, I don't know if a gorilla can fight this all off.
You need to be more than a gorilla. You need to be a machine gorilla. But before you do that, I need you to tell me, have you ever been to this horrible city?
The capital?
Yeah.
Yeah, Uncle Hedge took me here once when he was doing some meat trading.
Hedge, that's terrible. All right, well,
That
do
sounds
you
so
know
bad.
any ways perhaps out of this
My brain is my spirit animal.
city?
Oh, we have to go down that way. And he points to the area where you came in, which has like a smaller congregation of these deranged ratlings in front of it, and sort of leads down. Remember,
Mr. Reich, the answer to that question, actually there was a story of a group of rattling snipers that got ambushed by fire warriors, and the rattlings went into evasion, and they got somehow what wound up happening was while they were running from the Tau up in the mountains, there was a landslide in the process. It wasn't a large landslide, but it threw the rattlings directly at the Tau, and they wound up in actual close quarters with the Tau, and none of the Tau survived. True story.
interior of the capital is this fenced-in sort
And then they made burgers.
of section. Though the fences, like, they'd be walls to rattlings. You could easily almost step over them at your height. And that sort of covers the center of the capital. And then there's a whole bunch of buildings and winding non-90 degree
Apologies to the
angle
editor, I had
roads
to,
that lead in and
let
out
my
of
cat
the
out.
area itself.
I suppose the only way out is through then.
Indeed.
Yes.
You didn't happen to kill Bulbafeet, like I told you to, right? Or Creepfoot, or Bulbasaur, or whatever the one, you know.
No.
I'm right here. Poof! Appears right behind you with like a smoke cloud.
Oh God, really?
I ready my staff.
Stealth Goblin!
Stealth
They came out
government?
of the north. A lot
Well,
of them. I think there's a couple thousand of them.
Wait,
1,000.
They're from the northern settlements.
we're not going to be able to take all of that, but
No.
do you remember that the tech priest that did exist here, that her corpse and whatnot was near a wreckage up to the north or so, right?
Oh yeah, yes,
What if we
that's where we
go-
left all the tech,
don't
all of
doubt
our
it.
tech items that we didn't need or were
What-
too
what
heavy
if
to
we-
bring here.
Since fucking Zedek forgot the radio, that we need to go
I didn't
over
forget
there
the
and
fucking
try
radio.
to see. And say, yes, you did. And that basically, we need to go to that wreck and see if we can salvage any form of communications to help us get out of here. Oh,
Become the toll. Eat the toll.
but I
The
feel
only
we're gonna need to
communications
fight
device
to
is
our
to the
run.
north.
Let's get out and then plan.
And with that, the Henny Bill music begins to
The
play.
Henny Bill music.
Um,
Nice.
As it sounds like you all want to make an escape out of the capital.
Yep.
Oh, we can just leave,
We
huh?
need to run, boys.
We can just leave. Is that it?
Have to jump.
We're just leaving. All right, good.
Yeah, so how this is going to be kind of a free-form
Ratling.
encounter, but like at this point,
Cannibals
what
are
happens
chasing
is
our
the
heroes.
cannibal ratlings that have taken over the center square all start to move. I'm going to essentially let you pick the order of who you want to go first in this chase. We'll treat
I
it
have a
kind of like a
proposal.
combat. Oh God, these are dangerous. Yes.
I have a proposal, group.
Okay.
It's a group.
Okay.
Can I cast Crush on one of them and then throw it at the group of them like it's like I'm bowling? Because I can tie it to like a bigger meat bowling ball and then just psychic power it at them and knock them all down, and they'll never get up. Look at them; they'll be like turtles.
All right, so here's how I'm gonna rule this. The idea is that with this chase, they're gonna be coming after you. So you can do any kind of wacky, crazy shit you think of, and I will determine whether that is something that is advancing you getting out. Is it something that's hindering them reaching you? And I have some background math that'll handle all that. So like you can do whatever the hell you guys want in whatever order you want, and then I will do the mechanics in the background. So if you want to do something like that, that works perfectly in the system I have.
That's
Lauren,
what I
normally
can
I'd
do,
be-
then. Go ahead.
I would normally be against you doing some kooky spook psychic fuckery, but if you want to add more content to your crushing ratlings with force blog, by all means, go ahead.
Excellent. I cast Crush.
All right, so we start with Lorne, who's going to cast Crush.
And I got
What's a winner?
a really good roll. I got a 10 total.
Yay.
Ooh, that's spicy.
A 1 and a 0.
Starchy.
The wizard.
Unspeakable powers.
Okay, cool. Just gonna, for ease sake here, I'm just gonna put these tokens on the side, and then over here is the people who've acted. Okay, cool. All right, so Lorne, you crush, you channel this force again. Are you cubifying or bowling ballifying one of them?
Bowling ball of fire.
Yeah,
Let's
so
go.
I assume for their mass, I'm going to need to, get a couple of them. So I go and bring them all together because I just know with their hit points, they're going to die easily with this thing.
Roll damage for me. Roll damage.
Yeah. I mean, it's 10. It's 10 or 11.
Yeah, roll it. It'll
Yeah,
matter.
yeah. It's like that's telekinetic dome. Wrong thing.
Wrong.
There we go.
It's
It's
10.
Oh, no, we're stuck.
Okay, 10, perfect. So yeah, you manage to crush one and then pull in 3 others that get caught in the gravitational psychic force of your crush and mash them all into this horrific ball, which you send hurtling back towards the greater mass. And it has clearly caused them to be somewhat shaken or not reaching you as quickly. So with that, I'm just going to quickly re-show some of the art assets. Here is the Ratling cannibals, just to give you an idea. These are sort of the
Wonderful looking
generic
individual
Ratling
there.
cannibals. Cool. So
They're
yeah,
generic cannibals.
they're Generic rattling cannibals.
Generic
Bargain.
rattling cannibals.
Remember, these tokens can be yours.
Store brand cannibals.
Nice
This
plug.
glorious art. All right,
We
so
call those great value man-eaters.
you just crush and grab in a few more and toss them, and then like they retract back. The mob of these rattlings circles around it, and then they all descend on the cube of meat you've sent their way, and you hear the tearing of teeth as they go into the crushed remains of their brethren. And this has clearly delayed them a little bit. Next up, who wants to take initiative next here?
I will.
Okay.
Yeah. So seeing that there's like this pause in it, is there like any I guess bulkhead doors or anything along those lines? Any sorts of obvious technology that I could potentially use to my advantage?
The only kind of technological device in this feudal rattling town is the door that Reeb just closed to the sort of old imperial facility. That's
in
it.
hell.
The only other thing you notice around here is there's the sort of wooden fence that blocks in the upper hive of this small feudal village. But that's just something you can walk over when you reach it.
We are in a low-tech environment, my man.
Oh, God. By the Omnisire, I hate this planet. Reeb, do something.
Yes, I have a suggestion. How about you direct your rage at cutting us a path, please, with your very, very good power sword. Please, go!
That's an excellent idea. I'm very angry.
And I'm going to start doing that.
So you're going to
So
push
little tech
forward.
makes you
So
so
what,
rosé.
to set the scene for everyone, I assume that Lorne has done his crush on the big sort of mob that's coming towards you, but you're more looking to charge ahead to that smaller group of rattlings, cut your way through to reach the gate so you can move further along, right?
Yeah,
Bilbo Baggins will never be the same, Mr. Reich.
absolutely. Any kind of fences in our way, I just want to crash through them. Any sort of rattling.
Before you reach the fence, there's going to be like a group of those cannibals that sort of gaggled outside of it. So yeah, you can give me
Give
an
a
attack
flamethrower
roll
to
on them as
potato
you
tot. Let's
charge
go.
forward.
Brain is going to be creative and use his sword to solve a problem for once.
Yes.
What do you mean for once?
Oh yeah, that will definitely hit. Just give me a damage roll, please. So
Sure
you rolled a
thing.
4. That's going to hit their defense, which is not that good.
So 13.
Yeah, you skewer, like just cleave through 3 of them. The power sword causing them to twitch and fall over. There's another 3 left, however, and one of them is going to now go in the initiative order of this chase combat.
Enjoy
And
now.
what this one does is it's one of the ones that has, as I mentioned, a salt shaker.
Oh, God.
And it looks at you
Why?
and quickly hurls this spice on you. Brain.
One thing, by the way.
Yes.
Someone
yes.
contributed to that for your role there for a game master is a complication.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah. So they go to hurl and they miss. They miss with the salt shaker. In fact, the salt shaker goes wide, like out of their hand, flying off into the distance. And you all kind of look
It hits
up,
the
and it's
cube.
this comical affair of all of
It
your
hits the
heads see
cube.
the salt shaker twirling in the air, little glints of salt reflected by the firelight here. And then it lands on the crushed meat cube, and all of the rattlings that are already consuming it just go even further, like, nom, 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 and they just seem so interested in consuming more of this crushed meat cube. That
going
would be-
to
Yes, eat your neighbors. It is what the Emperor desires.
took this cannibal.
You are too dumb to be a cannibal. You should quit.
You want to intimidate?
toll. Become the toll. No, nothing yet. All right, who wants to go next
Who is this Tatol, and where can we find him so they can stop talking about it?
from you here?
Cap, you want to go?
I would be happy to.
Yeah.
All right, so Cap, I will let you know what the big problem is. At this point, Brain has cleared all but 3 of the ratlings in front of the gatehouse, but the gatehouse is also closed. Now, again, you could all make like athletics checks to jump over it, because people of your stature would not be too impeded. However, Belba, maybe the frail old divine lord of science who's with you, and Tater Tot would be hard-pressed to jump over this. So the other sort of challenge here is opening that gatehouse if you want to make it easier for them to get through.
I would be happy to. I mean, with how hard electricity seems to hit, I'd love to just blast away at them right now.
Do it.
Okay, so are you going to target the door, or are you going to target those 3 ratlings that are still by the gate?
I will target the ratlings.
Absolutely.
Right, that's going to be a multi-attack.
So I'm treating all of the ratlings as a mob, so you don't
Gotcha.
have to multi-attack them here. They're essentially all like one big giant mob in different small groups.
I understand now.
Yeah.
Then let's go.
Oh god.
His dice horse. He hit with
Oh
all
my
of the
God.
dice. He got a
He fired his electricity at them, and now they are going to die because they cannot eat electricity.
Yeah, so do you, Captain Zedek, want to describe how your arc pistol goes towards them and then pops all 3 of them?
So, firing the arc pistol, the bolt of electricity crackles towards the first one, kind of just fries them from the inside out, and then begins arcing to the other 2, slowly crisping them up into delicious Fartham fried ratling nuggets.
Fartham fried.
Yeah,
Ratling
yeah.
nuggets?
And the first one's like their eyes pop and they kind of shake in air and then they collapse forward. And this has left the way towards the closed gate completely open. Again, the gate is still closed. That will bring us to the main cannibal mob, which what I'm going to do for them is I'm going to have them make a willpower test. The difficulty is going to be 3 in order for them to decide that they're done snacking. Let's see here. They will not. So they are still. I roll a 1. They're still just like consuming the meat crushed corpse. That brings us to Reeb. How would you like to proceed now?
Reeb is going to try and usher our little crew, our motley crew of people here. I'm going to usher the Lord of Science, Belba, and, of course, Tater Tot towards the gate, because I have a feeling if I run forward and they get left behind, it'll be like, oh, well, we forgot them. Whoops.
Absolutely. So
I'm ushering them forward, but I also like to try and like turn around and just kind of like skip alongside them, like backwards, and fire my flamer backwards, if that's possible.
Oh, absolutely. So what I'm kind of guessing is you're ushering them forward, so they're making the way towards the gatehouse. You're turning, and then you're firing your flamer into the mass of the mob that's consuming the crush meat.
I'm going to leave a snail trail of fire.
Yeah, totally.
That sounds so
just
wrong.
roll a damage result for me, because you auto hit. The way the rules work.
I'm shooting the floor. I would hope I auto hit.
Yeah.
You miss the ground.
Don't start.
The ground.
Oh yeah, you just crisp up a bunch of them. In fact, 5 of them just all immediately die under your flamer as you wash it over them.
Now they have salted rattling.
Back, I say, back!
And there's like shouts and screeches from them, but most of them don't take note of their comrades' plight, and they just keep eating. All right, you've now got the Ratling and old lady to the gatehouse. The rest of you have sort of cleared the path to the gatehouse or dealt with more of the mob. We kind of come back to the top of this initiative order. Who wants to go first now?
I'm actually going to ask, can I take it first real quick?
Sure can.
Go for it.
Yeah.
So when that, I'm going to ask, did Reeb see the salt? I mean, obviously we all saw the salt shaker fly away and season a meatball.
Yes.
Does the guy it came from have any more attached to him? Does he have like a bandolier of salt shakers?
Yeah, he's got like salt.
Yes, bloody magpie, we're having seasoned rattling nuggies. Get in line, there's more for everyone.
Pepper, some home spices. It seems there's a couple different ones. You can
Chinese
see that
five
amongst
spice.
the larger mob too. There are a few of those, probably 3 that have those kind of spices on them as well.
Shit. Right. Gentlemen, I believe I have an idea.
Yes, Jackson.
Tell me
I
your
have left-
genius plan.
I've left some very crispy meat back there. I'm going to get this one out of the way. Can you pick up his shakers after I knife him and throw them at that pile of charred corpses?
You don't
pleasure.
see the salt shit
Very
in
good.
here.
I'm going to charge at the one that had thrown the shaker, and I'm going to attempt to fillet him like a fish.
Yeah. Give me an attack roll.
Okay, give me that attack roll.
Roll. Bam!
Holy
Whoa.
fucking shit.
Critical.
That's a crit, which
with a mono.
will hit. So you will crit. This is
2d6.
not a standard troop, so your crit effect will go off. So can you roll me a d6, please? Nice, 53. Overpowering Assault. A stunning blow sends the foe lurching away, senses blurred by the brutal impact. Target suffers 1d6 shock and is staggered. You can then spend additional
This thing's
glory
beyond dead.
to add to the shock for every glory you spend.
So I'm going to shift one for damage, because I believe I can do that here.
No, because
No, I cannot.
you do not have it. You wouldn't hit if you shifted. So
Okay, never mind then.
Yeah.
I thought I had enough, but I looked at it wrong.
I'm sure you slaughter him regardless.
yeah,
we'll
roll
see
me a
what
d6.
happens.
Let's see how much shock you do.
I'm
'cause
pretty
the
sure
shock
he's
on these will be-
vanished.
Oh, good lord. That's going to be 8. You shiv into with an AP -1 with your mono sword. And the shock is just going to end him anyways. Can you describe how
Tyler.
Reeb just has the flamer sort of lowered in one hand and then comes with the knife and ends this rattling?
Basically, I'm skipping backwards with the
All right, flat out. If they sit there and dropped corpse starch, it would do nothing but like turn a feeding frenzy into something far worse. So I don't think we should do that, Tyler.
flamer, and then I motioned everyone to the plan I have, and then I just quickly pull out the mono knife and just nonchalantly stick it in the ribs, and then hoist him up for someone to take the shaker out.
Yeah, and there's just like this.
If I can go next.
Well, before you can go, I am going to I'm going to go with the cannibal horde to see if they can regain their senses. So that'll be
No.
another willpower test. Again, difficulty
Rattling
3 for
tendies.
this round. Let's see.
Adding
Oh,
complication.
No.
Teddy.
There is a complication. Luckily, they're made up of troops, so they don't complicate, but they're just devouring this meat cube to the last utter.
It's a lot of compressed meat. You ever try to eat a can of spam
Chaos
on one
Rattlings,
sitting?
you
It's
don't know
not
what they'll
easy.
do.
Yeah, and there's like bone bits
Mr.
they have
Right,
to
Chaos
spit out
Rattlings.
and stuff. Oh, yeah, no. All right, so is everyone okay with Lorne going next?
Go for it, old man.
Cool.
All right, old man.
I then want to use Phantom Grip to grab one of the salt shakers is from a distance. Like, I got you! And I basically cast force to grab it. Did not complicate, thank goodness. And I do all my extra die to basically increase the range by 10 meters and activation reduced to an action so I can still move if I need to. And so I just grab it and I'm like, so throw it to the pile, right?
The burning, very nicely roasted Prometheum corpses. Yes.
Yeah.
I do
I'm
that,
going-
and I kind of
I'm
use my
going
Phantom
to
Grip to
suggest-
basically make it like just shoot over.
I'm going to suggest what your shifted exalts let you do is rip off all of the different, like the pepper, the salt, and the spices, and then they kind of just float above the bodies, jingling down above
Wait,
them.
can I just do it in all the other cannibals at the same time so they're all spiced? Just the
I'm feeling it'll work.
entire way?
It'll work better on the corpses, I think, because they're already
it's
cooked.
on the way, and I season the corpses and all that. Wow, we are fucked. All right, so basically, we season the corpse.
The moment of realization when he realizes what he's saying.
And so, but on the way, I'm seasoning the cannibals. Why are these new sentences I've never said before? So
You're only just now noticing?
Like,
yes,
I'm
delicious.
imagining all of this happening to Shake, 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 Sonora, as you were having these just land all over the corpses. Oh gosh,
so, but after I did the corner, I'm like trying to get the rest of the cannibals as much as I
bloody,
can
I
with
know
all
what
the
it's all
extra
about with the
spices
puppet,
going
but
on,
we
so I
got
can just
three of
hopefully
them.
encourage them to eat each other. They're going like, "You smell pretty good, Jim Bob," and just get a hunk.
Yes, far from fried ratlings, seasoned with 11 herbs
right.
and vices.
So just so you're aware, what that's going to do is it's going to keep the
Hi, everybody. I'm Colonel Sanders. Come on down and try the original recipe.
willpower test going for them to react. So the seasoning was about to wear off because they ate all the seasoned outer meat, but you've now just reapplied it, and so they're still going to have to make those tests.
They're gonna eat the tasty fried chicken.
Yeah. Okay, so that's the two of you, Pie Brain or Captain Zedek. Who wants to go next?
No, Captain, my Captain.
Oh, Brain, my beautiful
Hey,
Brain,
Arnold,
don't
what's
you
up,
want to
bud?
kill some more?
I do, but I also know something better than killing. Tricking people.
That is legitimately terrifying to me. But okay.
All right, so around us, we're in a relatively, like, it's a, like, are there, like, any trees? Are we going through, like, a burnt-up forest or anything? Like the...
No. You're at the gatehouse of this small fence wall that you could easily just kind of not crawl, but you could easily hoist
Step
yourself
over it.
over. Yeah, you could, like, it would be a heavy step. You'd have to make some kind of, like, agility or athletics test to get over it. There's no way the Ratlings are doing that, so Tater Tot and Belba would be on their own. But the gatehouse is
little Tater Tot.
closed, so if you wanted to admit easy access for everyone, you could open the gatehouse.
I have a better idea. I'm going to take Tater Tot in one hand. I'm going to take Bulba Feet in the other one. And I'm going to throw them both over the gate. And I'll also, while I'm at it, I'll also try throwing the Divine Lord of Science.
All right, so that's going to be a multi-action if you want to do all three of them. It's going to be 3 chicks, so you're going to be at -4 athletics to each of those.
Okay, I don't like the Divine Lord of Science, so
That's fair. So,
This is horrendous.
so would you like to throw both of them at -2 athletics?
I would love nothing more.
Abs, tell me which
Let's
one you're
do
doing
it.
first.
Tattertoot, of course.
Tater Toot over the wall. Okay.
Tattertoot.
Yeet!
Fly like a Pretoria!
Please don't hurt the baby.
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
That's an 8 athletics roll.
Yeah.
Tot just threw
And
it
now
forward.
Pie Brain with the strength of 2 men.
And you just hear this glory as he goes flying over the fence and lands on the other side out of sight.
Yeah, presumably there's like a twinkle in the
Oh
sky.
god.
Yeah. Whee! Yeet the baby. Okay, and your second check on Belba. Like, Belba is just incredulous. This demeans both of us. And would you like to give me an athletics check for her as well?
Go.
I would love nothing.
I hope this fails.
You also want to retort to
I
her
want
about
this
that?
to fail.
Oh, that was miserable. You completely
So,
fail.
To
I
help
use
out
it
with
over-
people, hold up. To help people out with
Yeah.
audio, Pie Brain rolled an athletics check so badly, none of the dice succeeded, and there was a complication. So he didn't get either result. He got it 0 and then continued the fuck up.
Then spent a wrath dice to bring it up to 4, but the complication remains.
Yes.
Real quick, I'm gonna check our lovely list of Patreon contributions because
Yes.
I'm sure there's some
I know
kind of
there's a few
Patreon
more that got
inspired.
in last minute, but if you can't find one, I will. Yes, I shall go forth in there and grab another. After I put in my 2-factor authentication code.
Oh! I like this one.
Go.
We're gonna use
Do
this
it.
one. This
Yeah,
one
that works
was
out.
this one was submitted by Dad and is entitled
Dad.
"Who Put That There?" The player slips on a banana peel, sliding forward and crashing into anything directly in front of them, and then they are on the ground for the rest of the round and have lower defense. I love this. So you go to pick up. Except I may say, like,
You're in a Ratling village. Where did the banana peel come from? Just literally figure it out. Any one of the citizens' places.
yeah, no. You go pick up. And again, this was kind of a hedonistic area where they were eating on grapes and probably had some bananas here, and one of the peels just got thrown in the corner, and Piebrain, you go, and Belba's just like, this demeans both of us. And then you hurl her over the fence after, kind of struggling on your footing, but your mechanical foot steps on the peel and you just go sliding and smash into the fence with a bit of a resounding shock and are dazed.
Can I offer a
prone for
worse
moment.
result?
Oh God!
Can we have
why?
it where, like, I just imagine Brains holding a bell, and like, I got you here, and then it just, as soon as he throws it does that Looney Tunes things where Belba catches air but gains no distance, only goes up, he falls down, and Belba comes crashing down on him, just.
Oh yeah.
Piebrain
I
is
think
my
because
personal
he
hero.
did succeed the check, and the way the system works is he spent his wrath point, he succeeded. His goal was to get her over. He's gonna get her over, but it's more like, rather than hurling her at a distance, it's she's on immediately the other side of the fence. Like, she flew up, moved over a meter, and then landed on the other side of the fence, and he just crashed with his foot.
She did a spin.
My right arm is like still like spinning like 360 degrees in place, like
I just,
Yes.
I just
slow
imagine-
down.
I'm sorry, I'm having a messed up situation where she comes around a clearly open area of the fence that we never know. We go, you did it wrong. That's the goes again.
Well, Captain Zedek, you're up next.
I'm going to attempt to vault over this fence.
Yeah.
just look back at Brain like,
This could only
I
end in
understand that
tears.
you
Let's
really
go.
like the idea of guerrilla warfare, but really?
Yeah,
Bananas?
Garinda.
I didn't put the banana there.
Looking past him, I'll try and jump over the fence.
Don't
Yeah,
attack me.
absolutely. Please give me an athletics check to get over this
You
fence.
got it.
Yeah, let's see what happens. Oh,
Glory!
So gains of glory, which I think
We're
we should be
full,
spending
but
some
still.
glory. Yeah. But
I'm
Captain
hungry.
Zedek, the way, like, you are just so suave and debonair, and you just turn and they're like, "Pff, these menials," and then you make this, like, I don't know, 80s action TV show jump over, and the camera's kind of on you and it's playing some kind of, again, 80s themed action music as you jump over and land, probably in like a Superman-esque way, with
Yes.
one of your fists planted in the ground and your arc rifle up as you look around. And you realize immediately on the other side of the fence there's another mob of ratlings that have begun encircling like where Belba is, and more importantly further up, because got yeeted pretty far, menacingly looking at Tater Tot.
Oh, hell no.
And that's going to be the end of that round. We're going to come into the next round. Who wants to go first?
Would you mind if I seize the initiative to save our dearest son?
That's good.
And also this
Go,
other
Captain!
NPC?
All right, Zedek,
for it.
You get to go first. So you see there's another mob, probably of about 20 or so of these cannibal ratlings that are looking at Tater Tot.
Yes, he's doing the
just like,
superhero landing.
eat the small, become the small.
Are they questioning this? I don't think they want to be smaller.
If you eat the small thing, you also can become small. We really just want to avoid a stasis of being. Philosophically, we believe in the transcendentalation of the self. I've got some literature if you'd like to read it.
They're deep ratlings.
Eat the Descartes, become the Descartes.
Sorry. Eat the small, become the swole. There we go. That's what they're saying.
Whatever
Captain
justification
Zedek,
they
Captain
can make.
Zedek, what would you like to do?
Nobody puts that child in danger but me, and even then I don't like putting that child in danger. I'm going to attack them.
I'm
What are
going
you
for
talking about over
clarification.
there?
Yeah, what are you attacking them with?
I am going to lay into them with the arc pistol. If by virtue of them being multiple mobs, I will multi-attack.
It's a mob, so you just make the attack, and we'll see what happens.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Would you
I
like?
hit the wrong-
Would you like
the
to?
wrong button.
Yeah, we're
Give it a
using
second.
power sword.
You could
You can do
spend
it.
glory. Or,
click
Would you
Okay.
like to spend a lot of glory to kill all of them, like all our glory?
Yes, I would like to murder all of the cannibals.
Right. You use all glory, all 6.
Yeah, roll
Right.
roll 6d6 for me as you are divinely
They have threatened this wee one. They must now die.
inspired as you fire your arc pistol.
Yeah, just roll your damage and then roll the 66.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh wow.
You got that. So
oh
you
wow.
got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 additional to your damage that you would have with your arc pistol.
Wee. Yeah. So what is the damage on your arc pistol? Well, actually, roll the damage result.
Yes.
Yes, roll the damage. Oh, well, not your power sword. That would be your power
I'm
sword.
so dumb.
I shoot my power sword.
I shoot my power. Oh wow.
my
Yeah,
sword
so,
A little bit.
So you do 21 points of damage. You, with one shot, manage to just arc electricity somehow, some way, over 10 of them. And they just start popping like popcorn. And like, hey,
Kettle cooked ratlings.
the smoke become the pop as their heads just explode or they begin to char in place and shake and fall forward. They kind of back up a bit, and at this point, Captain Zedek, after you've done that, I have to make a resolve test for them because you've actually taken the mob below its reasonable size. Now, I'm going to roll this, and we'll see if it fails.
Reasonable
Which it
size.
does. However, I am going to spend a rune point, so if you'll mark me down a rune point here.
Aye.
I am going to use an ability of one of the people in this mob. Now, one of the people in this mob is a special unit called a Ratling Cannibal Chef, which has the ability get 'em and eat 'em, which is the Ratling Cannibal can inspire a mob to continue fighting in spite of horrendous losses. If the mob fails a resolve test, they maintain order.
You know what, Slacker? You're right. Nubby would fit right in with them. I think Nubby and Twitch would go well with these two, with this like group of 4. I think it would happen. Sarge wouldn't go near this at all. I don't think at all. And Doc would be nowhere near this as well. I think Doc would just be still on the ship.
And 1d3 members of the mob are slain, but the mob still stays in the fight. So they also lose. So they've lost 10, and then they're going to lose, once this dice result happens, another 2, as like 2 of them run off, despite the chef kind of pointing and going, "Eat the small." And so there's only 8 of them left.
What do you have to do as a
small.
chef in Rat?
If possible, I
just
would
no.
like to get Tater Tot on my back before my turn ends.
You kind of, I'm guessing you move up and interpose yourself between Tater Tot and this mob.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah,
I'm
and-
Messiah.
And this mob will go next, and this mob just like rushes towards you, and they're now pointing and saying, "Eat the toll!" And they come at you with their improvised eating implements, and we will see what happens here.
Oh.
They will get some bonus dice on the attack here, just because there's a couple extra of them. We'll see if this matters.
Looks like you're
Oh,
no.
they get a 5, so they'll be able to shift 1 exalt for extra damage, but they also
weapon-
get a crit on you.
Weapon.
Is
So
that
this
Improved eating implements. Yes.
Troop
This
thing? Do
warm.
troops crit?
you're right, troops don't crit. We learned this last session, so I hate
I remember
did.
I wanted to leave it be, but it's up to you.
No. I can't inflict critical hits, so that's okay. Instead, they're just going to rush at you with their terrifying weapons and shift and get a
Terrifying.
bonus damage dice. So they're going to actually get 2 bonus damage
Oh
dice.
my
We'll
God.
see if this does
One
it.
second, guys. And Hold on a second, guys. Sorry about this. I have a bot in here. Yep. And hide user. There we go. Goodbye. Okay, there we go.
Anything with their
Fixed.
implements. Oh wow, I fail all of them. So they only do 7 damage. What's your resilience there, Captain? Zeta?
My resilience is 8.
Jedi,
Yeah,
I
so
don't know
they
who invited
just
this
bounce
slushy
like
bot.
they come at you and it's like clinking off your armor as they're trying to basically hit you with forks and the like that they're bending as they poke you.
No.
Is that
here's-
all you could muster, you putrid, pugilist potatoes?
No, see, this is where it would work better is because
What?
this isn't the fork bob, this is the spoon bob.
Oh, we should use the forks. Okay. So with that mob done, we come back to the regular initiative order. What are the rest of you like? Who wants to go next?
Me and Lorne are still on the other side of that gate, aren't we?
Well, so is Pie Brain. Like, Pie Brain didn't jump over himself. He managed to get Belba over, but he's still on the wrong side.
And we also still have the Lord of Science, huh?
Yeah, who is standing by herself at the gatehouse.
Why do we care about her again?
I don't know.
We'll probably get extra points or something for bringing her in for trial or something.
Points!
Try.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Points.
Oh no, you've activated him.
I'm going to...
Brain, throw the points over.
Yes, I have a better idea. I'm just going to take this fence.
So are you going to go now?
Yeah,
Brain?
Yeah, go for it.
I'm going to take this fence. I'm just going to lift it.
Just
Okay.
destroy it.
Yeah.
Just cut through it.
Yeah, I'm just going to fucking lift it up. I'm going to...
Yeah.
Are you going to lift it or use your power sword?
You're
I
right.
could honestly just lift it, to be honest.
Just
Give me
cut it
give me a
down.
strength test. No. Give me a strength test.
Yeah,
I want to see where
because
this
if I
goes.
lift it, then we can drop it behind us, and we're gonna not be chased by these guys when they recover.
Oh my god, it's like one of those like lift it up, usher the others with your hand, and then
All right,
exactly
Ed.
it. Yeah.
God damn
All right,
it, roll
Ed,
the
go
strength
for it.
test. Crikeys. I'm gonna say you'd need. It's gonna be difficulty 5 for that. It's still like strong wood, like you're going under. Are you
We
gonna
do
spend a
have
raft?
we do have a lot of
Holy
glory.
Or glory,
Yes.
or do you want to spend some extra
I
glory?
could spend some
5.
glory. Yeah, I'm gonna
some
spend
glory.
3 glory on that.
Yeah, roll me 3d6.
Nice.
Nice, you're going roll.
By the
roll that.
Omnissiah, let this baby fence be lifted.
You just managed to lift the baby fence, the like ground underneath it shudders, and you lift it up, and for some reason, I don't know, the bottom is like plastic or something, so as you lift it up, it all kind of just like curves up. You're holding this fence aloft.
I imagine
Local
the
te-
difficulty isn't in like lifting it; it's just in not destroying it.
Local
Yes.
Skitari almost defeated by Baby Gate.
and like the Lord of Science like, oh, thank you, young man.
talk to me.
Oh, okay.
I just like as soon as you said it, your voice got distorted like a Dalek or whatever from Doctor Who. I do not it's just dial-up tones, just ringing.
Angry
the
dialogue
cannibals.
noises.
Eric screeching.
The cannibal horde on this side is going to
Yes.
once again make a willpower
Yes,
test
Bloody
to see
Magpie.
if they can get their life together. Oh,
They
and
can't. They can't get their life together.
fail again. So they are still now that they've been provided new spices, they're still just eating.
Do they
Got
eat each
delicious
other and
roasted
kill each
meats.
Not yet.
Delicious
They're still
roasted
eating
darn
the
it.
cube. Lorne and Reeb wants to go next.
Yes, eat your neighbors with the Chinese 5 spice.
You got any plans, Zoran?
Not much, really. You go ahead.
All right. So again, I'm going to do that little bit where I'm going to skip backwards and fire some more.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. So, give me an attack roll because you still have to make the attack roll. I
Yep.
realize this. You auto hit, but you can still complicate.
Well, yeah.
Oh no,
no.
you don't complicate. Cool.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So,
No surprise.
Yeah, you just light up a whole bunch of the ratlings who like begin
What is there? Can I shift anything off of this?
Oh,
Compared
you
to
could.
them?
You shift all three. Actually, two of them.
Yeah, 2, because I need... Yeah. So I will shift 2, and that'll
Give you
be...
2 bonus dice on your attack or your damage roll.
Floosh.
Floosh. Oh yeah, so 12. Yeah, that actually murders 6 of them, who scream out in agony, and the others are still heedless of their comrades as they eat. And in fact, I'm assuming, Lorne, that before the
And now there's more food.
power ends. I don't know. Is it sustained your shaky shake spell?
Are you continually
I
seasoning?
Because they're already dead in a ball, I don't really need to sustain it. So
Not
they're
the
already-
crush. Not the crush. I'm talking about the hand ability you used. What
This
was it?
is so
The
messed
last
up.
turn.
The
So many different
telekinetic
levels.
hand kind of
Yeah,
deal.
exactly.
Yeah, are you still like maintaining them shaking, or is that just a one and
seasoned
done?
ratlings for
Yeah,
you?
I can maintain it. It costs me nothing.
Yeah. So absolutely. Oh, yeah. There we go. Phantom grip. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah, and you just kind of cause it to shake, and as
Yep.
more charred corpses are added to the pile, they keep advancing with the spices moving with them to keep the charred corpses spiced as they keep eating. Yeah, that's horrific. I like
Yeah.
that.
Lord, get in any last actions. We're leaving.
This is at the end of your
leave.
round, Reeb. You're like moving under the held up fence, and then Lorne, it is your go. What would you like to do? So you're gonna head to the other side. Is there anything else you want to do?
I assume there's no major obstacles in front of us, right?
So you can go under the fence,
I go
which
under
would
the
only
fence.
leave Pi holding it. And then you'd be on the other side where you see Captain Zedek being assailed by a small mob of ratlings with various utensils.
Okay, so I just hold up the fence for Brain to go through.
I can just go through it myself.
Okay. And so basically, I assume I see a horde of ratlings at this point, right?
I mean, it's a diminished horde. It's like 8 of them now.
Ah.
Okay, I'll just take care of the rest then. Don't worry, Captain. I'll take care of this. And then I do the same thing I always keep doing. Crush on all of them, just multi-targeting them. And that is a 9.
You hit the mob, absolutely.
Yeah, and
You
then,
can shift all 3 of them.
I shift
for
all three
whatever
to do one
nefarious.
additional damage die, which will have that, and then whoop. Not the additional damage die didn't do anything, but I still do 10 damage.
You will crush 4 of them. That will, like, again, you grab one, begin crushing it into a ball. And
No,
then
what
the
I do
other
instead,
3
I
are
grab
grabbed.
one.
Oh, okay.
I grab like 4 of them. I just knock them together at this point, and just throw them at anybody else.
Yeah, they fling
It's not
out
how
into
Crush
the-
works, but still, I'm having fun.
Yeah. It's narrative. That's what this game's about. Okay, yeah, totally. So the remaining ones there are still in
Lorne
it
is the
to
most
win it, so to
trustworthy of the
speak.
group so far.
Next combat round, Tater Tot is cowering behind. The Divine Lord of
Tater Tot
Science has
use the
moved
glory.
through. Belba has got up and is looking around. Next combat round. Who wants to go first?
Zed, you want to get out of the pile?
I mean, I'll carve my way out of the pile like I thought I was going to, so by all means.
Sure. Captain Zedek. Boop.
All right.
We have to
Roll 20
hurry,
is being
gentlemen.
weird.
Time's waiting, and we must get through this as quick as possible.
I'm gonna hit him like fucking Trunks hit him. I'm gonna cut these potatoes up. Let's go.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Hey,
Use that.
and
Woo!
you crit.
And you crit those. All right.
I don't know if we
Roll
can crit
me.
troops, but still.
You can roll d6. 6,
True, bloody
please.
magpie.
2d6.
Oh.
Sure, I will do that.
6 of 2. 6
Roll
of
20 was
2.
being weird.
Ooh, 6s. 45. Visceral blow. Crimson showers the ground. The battlefield is a gory spectacle. Oh, wait, if it isn't already. Of spilled blood and unsure
That's a
footing.
little.
At this point, you have a whole bunch of ratlings devouring their next door neighbors. I don't think you're going to get any more messed up than this. I'm just saying.
The target suffers 1 mortal wound. It's a mob. It only has 1. Each character engaged with the target must pass an agility test or fall prone, including you. For every glory spent, you can choose one of the following. Target suffers 2 shock or is... and plus 1 mortal wound. So, you could spend... Do we have any glory left in the
We have some.
You could spend that glory... roll damage, actually. See if it matters.
Sure, that's probably ideal.
Yeah, let's see if the damage will be enough. You might need to spend... yeah. You'll need to spend 2 glory if you want to, like, off the
Why?
rest of
How
this
did I jinx
mob.
it, Mr. Reich?
Would you be okay with me spending some glory to nothing personnel these guys?
Nothing
Sure.
personal,
Of
kid.
course. Yes. Oh no, I have a kitty who's come into the office. Oh no, kitty, no.
Why would I say
Roll
what?
the d6s.
What I do?
You don't have
I
to.
was saying,
You
pay-
just- you-
I just want
no,
to-
no,
Painting
no,
the
no,
battle
with the
field
glory.
red.
With the crit effect, your glory just grants you a mortal wound for every glory you spend. So you just murder them.
Ha! Nothing personal, Ratling.
Now give me
Nothing
a
personal,
as you say
kid.
that witty line, please give me an agility test.
Oh my god.
Because you're
Please fail.
Please fail.
Comedy slip on a banana peel too.
Yes,
Oh,
nothing
boy.
personal, Rattling, and then you slip on their blood.
I'm about to say though, like paint the battlefield red. Like that's like putting a hat on a hat at this point.
yes,
I
it
just
is.
imagine there was just one pistol kind of swaggering up with nothing personal, whoop, and then just like sideways slip and bam.
And as that happens, I will go with the other mob, who is still consuming the corpse ball, and let's see if their willpower is enough to succeed and get them out of this dire situation that
They
they're in.
won't.
I've pressed a button. We will see if it loads. It is not. Good God, I am terrible with dice apparently.
No.
So they just continue like with the salt shakers now having fallen and them like just going to town on those corpses. Who wants to go next?
Hungry halflings.
So I must ask, how
All right,
much of
Bird,
this
welcome
mob
back,
is even
bud.
left?
We need
So
to push
the-
through here.
So there's no mobs that you can see on the outside of the fence, but you haven't really advanced beyond just the outside of the fence. The inside, there's still a good 15 of them that are chewing on corpse. Well, sorry, 10 of them that are chewing on
So
corpse.
That's
for-
so disgusting.
I'll go and kind of help Captain Zedek up and then just start having everyone move up and like, go grab Tater Tot, let's go.
Okay.
I always dumb on my back.
I'm just literally
Organizing
just
people.
getting everyone to go at this point.
Okay. Pie Brain, would you like to drop the fence and go on the other side? Or
Yes,
go on
I'm
the other
going
side
to
and
drop the fence, go on the other side. Could I also make an interact action?
What would you like to do?
I would like to, now that we are mostly clear and the other hordes are distracted,
Mostly clear.
I would like to place my hands together and begin chanting the Shroud Psalm to hopefully give us some sort of mysterious ability to be unseen as we proceed forward.
What? What?
All right.
Ah,
What
yes,
what kind of
robot
skill
magic.
are you looking to give me
I'm
for
looking
that?
to
Toast
use
of magic.
tech, perhaps, to allow a like.
Not your tech skill.
I'm a mechanicus guy. It's all I have. perhaps to engage in a supplication to the Omnissiah, utilizing
so
my own audio emitters.
To help
like
increase his chances, can we all start saying 0101 or however we want to say it? With us?
Like
We'll
all of you are
chant
just
for him
wrong.
as he does this. All right, everyone, get ready.
001.
Chad, join us and 11001100. Roll your fucking dice. 1100. Do your take test.
What the bloody hell are you doing?
All right. I will allow this. I am gracious, but that will be a narrative declaration. Please spend a wrath point for
Absolutely.
that, sir.
For the blood
And
rose.
then,
You get a wrath point back, by the way. So now you still you have one left.
Oh, lovely! Thank you, Chad.
Good job, chat. And then give me a tech check.
Toll the bell once, Omnissiah.
110011.
That is a success with like every dice on that succeeding and
Nice.
2 of the 5 dice being
Yeah, that is a 7 total for him.
Yeah, so somehow you like manage to use your augmenters to bend the nearby space that starts to get a bit wavy and causes like visual receptors of people outside the area to almost gloss over you a bit. You can tell that you're having an effect on the masses nearby with this.
Motive force may power down the organic weakness of lessers as the Omnissiah. Praise the Omnissiah, he
think
guides
he did
our
time.
steps.
What the bloody hell are you doing?
Fucking nerd. I keep going.
Yeah, absolutely. Reeb, you're up. Reeb, you're up last. So you're on the other side. They've kind of dealt with the mob immediately on the other side. Everyone's there. What are you wanting to do?
So that watchtower that was at the side of the gate, right?
Mm-hmm.
On the other side? Can I see any support structures leading up to it, like a leg?
Yeah. There's basically a small wooden ladder on either side of the tower.
I mean, like something supporting the ladder up. Because, well, I kind of want to, like, be petty and torch one of the supports so it falls back on the mob behind the gate.
Oh, absolutely, you can do that.
Go
that
for
would be an attack roll.
Of course.
You'll auto hit, but
Remember, guys, it's a mercy killing at this point. They've eaten all their friends. You gotta help out. You gotta just help them out. Help them out of their lives.
hey,
You know.
you might do extra. Well, you might complicate. That's the only thing.
No,
Or
I
you'll
crit.
You'll crit, which
you get a
doesn't
6
really
crit.
happen with a flamer. But hey, give me a day.
Does it give him a glory as well, I think?
That's something I need to read up on because flamers technically don't roll to hit, but also
We'll say no for now.
Yeah,
Oh my
it's
God.
weird because they don't roll to hit, but also that would mean
It's
they
just
never run out of
comedy.
ammo.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I have
yeah.
concerns. I will read.
I'll
up on this
just roll normal damage.
yeah, roll normal damage.
Swoosh.
Oh yeah, you light that thing up, and it just goes up like a tinderbox. And what you can see as you do that behind you, you start seeing the forms of several different ratlings moving towards you. They seem kind of oblivious to your exact location, but you gather there's at least another 3 to 4 dozen.
Why?
And I'm going to give you guys just a few seconds to discuss while I quickly let this cat out so the chat isn't like, Kitty!
It's a bit late for that.
Reeves just kind of like standing there with his eyes just glittering with the fire in the background. Yeah. So what the hell? Like we're just gonna like keep running down the road, aren't we? And we're just gonna hope that there's nothing else down the road, right?
Yeah, I'm heading to where the last location was of that Tech Priestess corpse and stuff, so we can hopefully...
It is to the north. It is the northern hills.
It's
Go on to the northern hills. Bring the tater-tot with you. Give him a portable manpad nuclear launcher so he can nuke the capital. Jesus, really, again? 1 second. 1 second. Oh, my God. Yep. 1 second. And... boom. Done. I have defended chat from the Celestial Heresy yet again.
It's to the northwest, it is. I can show you the way. I'm useful, you see. It's not all white dwarf. Some of it's up here. And she taps on her noggin, the old divine lord of science.
See, I told you she could be useful.
For now.
No.
Yeah, just until she's not.
That's for the
Yes,
Inquisition
give
to
them
decide.
the
Stop
potato
being
kind.
menacing for half a moment, please.
It's like, look, did you... Wait. I'm menacing? She turned those things into fucking feet people. Like, the fuck?
Yes, and she's old enough to date you, so that makes her infinitely less threatening.
That makes no fucking sense. She turned them into monsters. And I
And you turn people into meatballs.
Monsters? Why would you say that?
Because you're fuck.
Seriously, you just got done barbecuing an entire neighborhood and letting them eat each other. I don't think we're in any position to have any kind of moral conversation.
Up is what it is.
You turned a man into a cube and
Yeah,
threw
that
that
was
cube to
Agreed.
You turned a man into a cube.
I was simply trying to fix a problem.
It isn't a problem. They are made that way. You experimented on them, and you will stay with us, or you will pay for your crimes against the Imperium.
Well, give me an intimidate check, Captain Zedek.
I would be happy to.
Bots.
I don't like her.
I don't like her.
No.
Oh, for God's sake.
Would you like to spend a wrath die?
Please
I would.
please don't be defeated by the old woman.
And would you like to spend like 5 glories so you don't make us look bad?
Yes. Holy crap, I would.
Just
I just
drain
love the
goddamn
idea
thing.
that if you fail terribly, she just looks at you, an old woman.
Looks at you, an old woman.
All right. So, Yeah, do you wanna throw some glory on this?
I would be happy to throw some glory on it.
How much
Throw
glory?
glory on it.
Do we need all?
I think
want
we
to
need
spend
all-
all-
Do you trust yourself?
Yeah, I'll unfuck myself.
Wow. Okay, there you go. 5,
All right.
6.
Now do your
successfully-
reroll.
They just spent 4 glory to scare an old woman. I would be very hesitant to say anything positive about the morality of this group right now.
Could you spit your wrath? There you go.
God.
So now you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You got an 8 total.
All
And
right,
now we
all
don't
right.
look dumb.
So here's what I'm gonna say happened. You have that excellent delivery, Captain Zedek, and the Divine Lord of Science just again looks at you with old person look, like completely unimpressed. How do you retort to that cows her? What do you say?
We have logs of everything you've done. If you think being eaten alive by these Ratling cannibals is the worst thing that could happen to you today, by all means, we could just hand you over to the Inquisition tomorrow.
Okay, I'll go with you.
Yes, yes, you will.
Okay, I fucked up.
You're
I don't know
you're
what
a
this
nice
is,
little
Dark.
boy.
All I know is it's glorious.
Zedek, you impress me. The Omnissiah is truly with you this day.
Yeah.
You know, I'll take the...
Become the toll.
Ah,
This
damn.
garbage.
Gentlemen, we have a
Keep going.
situation.
Keep going, keep going.
Are they running at us, or are they just, like, advancing really slowly?
They have now looked through the Shroud Psalm and noticed, like, at least some outer edges, and another mob is forming by you.
God,
We're at
more
the start
of
of a new round. Who wants to go first in this this new round?
We need to keep moving along to the north. Let's go. And I immediately, that's what I'm going to do on my turn, is just keep going.
Okay, so you're just
Just walk fast. They won't be able to keep up with you.
gonna like double move away.
Yep, just keep running.
Yeah, for sure. So you start making way, and as you do so, it's very clear that you break out of the defensive barrier of the Shroud Psalm, and some of these Ratlings notice you, Lorne, making a break for it, and they rush at you. A whole group of them. Looks like 5 of them make their way towards you with their little implements, their forks and their knives out.
That's
and you just hear, eat the toe, become the toe, and they just rush towards you and
Yes, the Void Dragon
crit
is
you,
awake,
but they can't
apparently.
crit because they're troops. But they will hit you.
Is anybody else getting that bass feedback directly into their ears? And I have an ear infection, so it's not exactly the most fun thing on the planet. Mr. X says, I did all they told me was the honorable blood ravens deny any claims of thievery. However, all gifts are gratefully accepted. Yes.
There's so many
5.
crits that don't apply this game. We're gonna run out of crits at this point.
I know. It's like I'm sending so many troops at you. And then they will shift it for damage, because why not? And we'll see if this even matters. Oh, wait.
You can do it, I believe.
I press. Wow,
My
they do
brain.
10 what's your resilience?
6.
So you take 4
I take-
wounds from that.
yep,
Would you
4
would you
wounds.
like to determination that?
Sure would like to. Because I didn't know Ratlings were right in front of us. I thought they were
was saying-
behind us.
Hey,
I'm just
there's
gonna do
other groups.
determination. Whoop. I succeed both.
Oh, thank God.
So you
So
only take 2.
Yeah, I only take only take 2.
I am
So you're wounded now, and like so to set the scene, after the little regroup outside the fence, after Piebrain dropped it, you all have this quick conversation, and then Lauren's like, "We have to keep going," and Lauren breaks off from the group, breaking out of the Shroud Psalm. All of these deranged eyes turn to him, and this group of Ratlings has now descended and begun like stabbing him in the thigh with knives and forks.
My penis!
I am going to run forward from the group. I'm going to drop the Shroud Psalm. Don't give a fuck about it. Take out my power sword. Rush in front of Lorne. And I am going to try to get ahead of him.
Welcome,
cut
Phaelus.
off the head of whoever's malicing him. And cry out, "Come and fight me if you're hard enough! In the name of Lemuria, I sentence you to death!"
What?
I'm gonna try
And
to
then
do
the
it.
awkward silence as we wait for roll 20. He's like, come on, roll 20.
Don't get ahead of yourself.
I believe in
There
you.
we
Roll
go.
20.
Exactly.
You definitely hit roll. Give me a damage roll.
I would love nothing
More?
more.
More narrow than I would have liked. But, not in terms of damage, at least.
Yeah, you lop off one, stab through another two, and as you were doing this sword play, I'm going to let you make an intimidate check as an interaction to lower their morale. So that'll be opposed by their resolve. But give me an intimidation check.
Okay, cool. I'm going to spend some glory on this probably, but I'll roll it. See if I need to.
Roll it first. You do not need to, and you actually gain the party a glory in the process with your 4. Yeah, you've caused them to sort of shirk back. Their attention is wavering. They're like, eat the troll, but does metal count as toll? I don't know. And they're very confused as to whether or not they can eat you.
I am Brain, Alpha of Pie Squad. Your end has come.
Alpha of Pie Squad.
Reeb or Zedek, who wishes to go next?
You got a
if you
plan?
I have a little bit of a plan, unless you had something you'd like to do.
I will let going last affect your plan.
No, it won't.
Okay, then I will go then.
Okay.
The ones that are approaching from the back, just so we can have like a little bit less of an encircle, because encircles suck. Well, I'm gonna toast them.
So Pies dropped the fence. So you could like stand. I guess because the fence is enough for you to like look over. Are you just gonna kind of use it like a barricade and shoot over the fence on the other side?
Yes.
Well, I primarily want to get rid of some of the more guys that are menacing us. I really
There's Ratling meat pie in the back.
just want to stop being encircled by these things.
Yeah, sure. Give me an attack roll on the group on the inside of the fence there.
All right. Yep, of course.
Okay. So you're still gonna hit. You're gonna torch the remainder of them.
And for
because
people
there were
listening,
only a couple.
we roll an 8,
Yeah.
but got a complication.
Yeah. So real quick, can you roll me a d6, Reeb,
/1d6.
and then roll me another d6.
Okay. So 2d6 is what you mean.
Yeah. Sorry. I one of them's d6 and one of them's 2d6. Okay.
We have to go through the table.
And you go and you just unleash with this this fire, and as you wash over with flames, then you hear this like
What is with us and
clunk
Eshy
sound.
Butts?
It's not like you're out of ammo, but something is jammed in your flamer.
Oh, okay. So it's like something that solid crap. So it's
What is with us and Eshy Butts on this channel today? I don't understand.
jammed, huh?
Yeah.
Reeb's still going to watch the fire just kind of wash over things, and he's going to muse to himself, wonder if I should take up glow sticks.
What?
That's the rest of the recording. And like the camera clearly pans away to like the smoldering corpse of 24 or so ratlings and just a bunch of salt shakers that have all fallen on the ground in a weird haphazard pattern after being psychically levitated over them. Good job, you've murdered a whole mob of them.
Reeb's
Okay,
smiling. Reeb's smiling.
Captain Zedek, you're up.
I would like to move up with the rest of the party, although, am I able to get Tater Tot up my back so I have something to cover my ass?
Yeah, you can heft up Tater Tot, no problem.
He's a big boy, but I'm a strong boy. I can handle him.
Yeah, I won't even make you do a strength test. I'm just gonna say it's gonna apply a penalty to anything else you want to
It's
do.
architecture psychology.
Okay.
You got a little chunk boy on you.
Tater Tot, I need you to stay close so you don't get eaten up by your kinfolk. I don't want to call them that, but if they come close, you stab them. Use that glory.
Gorilla.
Like a gorilla. You're doing such a good job climbing. Just keep killing them if they get close.
Yeah.
And I'm going to move up with the rest of the party.
Yeah. So up ahead, the two that are up ahead are Lorne, who was attacked by this mob,
Tater
and then
Tot.
Pie Brain has gone into the mob and started slashing and kind of cowed them back with some shouts. Would you like to try to attack them as you're moving up, or?
I'm going to do my best to attack them with this hefty child on my back.
Yeah.
I'm going to zap them with my zappy gun.
Yeah, pull out your Archaeotech arc pistol and pew pew.
Pew pew.
You
Thank you, Hobbit. The bots know I'm busy listening while doing lawn work and cannot pay attention to chat to smack them with my blessed power sword. Don't worry about it, Hobbit. I've got it. Thank you. I appreciate it, bud.
You'll strike. Please roll damage.
Gotcha.
Nice. A 16.
Yeah.
You
Yes,
pop
sir.
the heads of
that was
three of them
powerful.
with 16 damage and a 6 on the result. And there's like this sizzling sound as 3 of them collapse, and the others are still very shaken by this. At this point, they actually have to make a resolve test to break. So let's see if that happens. Oh! I roll no successes, so the mob just starts breaking. They run in all directions like, hubris wanted to eat the toll.
We are so good at killing them.
I have problems with that statement, but I'm really glad we are good at killing them right now.
We should get going fast. There's more of them coming. And like in the background, you still hear this droning. Eat the toll,
Please,
become
no,
the
stop.
toll. And it's this massive sound that is getting closer and closer.
No.
Try
We
keep
need to get to that
encouraging my
crash
improvement.
ship.
Like, we have to keep moving here, gentlemen. Quickly now, quickly. We are running out of potential time of survival. Now I suggest we make breakneck speed as quickly as we can.
Run.
We spread. Reeb's
Yeah.
gonna follow.
So
Running
at
as
this
fast as I
point,
can.
you're able to get through. You've made it through the fence. You're into the town proper, but it has this section of the town, kind of that southwestern area, hasn't been hit by the greater swarm of the cannibals. So you've
Greater
managed to
swarm of the cannibals,
rush your
lovely.
way out as the intrepid group of heroes, accompanied by the Divine Lord of Science, Belba Creepfoot, and Tater Tot, make their way out of the capital. They've managed to pick up several ratlings along the way with them who are not affiliated with the cannibals.
Oh.
A group of about 4 additional ratlings, very much the guards of the capital, which has now fallen completely to this onrushing horde from the north. The Divine Lord of Science, she provides you
It is the sea peoples come to end the civilization of the Ratlings.
guidance on where to go, directing you to the northwest. Yes, it's up there. Go up that path, and well, we tucked the lander in the hills there, but then we decided when we were going to stay here, we blew it up.
How much?
Well, there's a couple things we kept just in case. There's a long-range communications device up there.
Ah.
That's all that matters. Literally all that matters.
Now, I was never able to get it to work because
Pie brain
we
is
murdered
only
the tech priest, well, the engine's here, and so we weren't really able to get it working, but well, someone else may be able to get it to work.
Pie brain is our only
Brain?
hope.
Indeed. I will take this duty happily.
Don't worry,
Why am I
Brain. With our
concerned?
powers combined, we can make it into anything. If only if
Oh,
we try.
bloody hell.
That
We're
is
going to be
true.
stranded here, aren't we?
Just
I would
the two
suggest
of
not
us.
turning the ship into an erector set this early on.
Don't worry.
If you try.
If we die here, at the very least, the Divine Lord of Science will also die.
This is true.
So there you go. Win-win. Let's go.
Well,
And I'm going to go and try to find this transmitter.
and you're carrying on up the path towards this, and like as you're walking there, Belba Creepfoot just sort of comes up to Reeb and Zedek, and so it looks like you succeeded in your mission.
Well, for a
Not
given
exactly.
definition of succeeded, yes.
Partially.
You did well. It was a sneaking mission, and you did well.
Did we?
What?
Look at Zedek looks back at the burning city slowly collapsing on itself. I have some
I
some
knew
doubts.
this was going to
A
happen.
little bit of doubts.
What?
Reeve's going to look at Lorne and Pi as they're working on the thing behind them. Well, we have to escape is the other part of it, and right now I don't think we're doing a terribly good job of that.
It was the nobles. They got too lazy.
Too late.
Ratlings of this planet. We need to be hard.
sterner stuff.
Yes.
That's what I've been telling them.
We need Montreal chicken seasoning. It's Solid Snake, the Ratling edition.
I think those aliens were putting stuff in our water.
It's in the trees.
Things in your water, you say?
The aliens. It always comes back to the aliens.
Yeah. Didn't you see the picture in my home?
Please
the one
don't.
with the sailboat in the sky?
Don't do this to me. Please don't do this to me right
Sailboat in the sky and an anal probe for you.
now.
And she just like just keeps speaking about this, and you're all like, and you find yourselves making your way.
It's a conspiracy. They're spicing the water. They're flavoring the meat.
They put salt in the water.
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the Ratlings into cannibals. Do you understand that?
They're making us all.
They put salt in the water to make the Ratlings hungry.
Oh,
They're
God.
demons.
Let's just keep going, please.
And you make your way up the path, and Belba's just like spouting this off, but you did good in there. You proved that you're capable.
Please explain what these rabid nonsensicals are coming from the north. I don't think I've seen that kind of hunger before.
I don't know. I don't go up north that often. There's just other settlements there.
I pop up. And I sense there might have been some sort of, psychic disturbance with them. Something should be really off with them. And I just,
Psychic.
filling with wires, and I have no idea what I'm doing. So I'm just putting red and blue together.
How come I can equate the entire existence of the northern settlements of this planet to Imperfect Cell from, Abridged?
Here we are, and you've reached the top of this hill. It sort of winds around, and as you've reached the top of the hill, you see like just debris strewn about, metal plates. There's some rocks. There's basically like a collapsed over cave network, and what looks to be this large device that's standing almost pristine. It looks like a gramophone that's just on a box at the edge of this hill.
The gramophone,
Please,
huh?
please tell me that's not it.
There it is.
Oh, for
Long-range communication.
Zedek, for a moment, eyes his gun longingly.
I look back. I'm like, tell me, what's the distance on this baby?
Well,
Is it 2 fucking feet?
I don't know.
Ron.
I'm a different kind of science.
Lon, you are tripping on the precipice of tech heresy. We have no idea what this STC might contain.
Please,
madam.
tell me if it makes my ears bleed.
madam.
Indeed, this could be the product of a far-flung forge world. Merely looks like a gramophone.
no! Oh no! One of the Ratlings, who's kind of joined up with your motley
Oh,
troop,
God.
stands near the edge of the immediate dip, looking down to the valley you'd snuck into. Oh no!
Is it one of our lookout sir rats?
Yes, yeah. These are all of
God.
these
Thank
new
the- sorry, thank the
all of
Emperor,
these
more
new
patsies.
Ratlings that have appeared are Zedek's new devotees, of course.
Wait, can we have all the ratlings just hopping up for what for Captain Zedek? Can we all have them with looking like Patsy from Monty Python with like the PVC pipe fucking bags on them? They just fall around and go like Captain Zedek.
Yeah. Wow.
You have
The
like
new
coconuts.
mashed potato platoon
No,
is
they're not
mostly
mashed
made up
potatoes
of
anymore.
the surviving guard Ratlings from the capital, but one of them is at the outer edge of sort of this depression that leads down into the valley that you came in from, and it just is like pointing. Oh no, they're coming! They're coming!
Oh, damn.
And you just hear, Eat the toll, become the toll, and it's echoing through the entire area.
We need the
I
guy
come
that does
over
flex
and I
tape
kinda
in
bring
this.
a hand up, and what do my psyker eyes see?
Yeah, here, I'm going to move to a battle mat that's going to show you what you immediately see. So you see two large mobs of ratlings have started making their way down this path, but further beyond these ones, you see even more of them. There must be thousands of them, and they're chanting. And far off in the distance, beyond the chanting, rattling horde, you see the capital still ablaze as
Lovely.
evening is starting to set in on the planet. And then, yeah, as I've said, down here there is the gramophone communications device,
you,
all
dude.
scattered around. All scattered around are various rattlings. Belba's here. The Divine Lord of Science is here. We're gonna go right back into initiative. This is definitely less of a freeform combat,
I'm just
more of a oh
imagining
god combat.
And Urukai does.
Gentlemen,
Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys.
Tall.
gentlemen, I don't think it bears repeating. But
menu tonight.
And I should point out, God damn it.
They keep on calling that one pie.
In the hordes here, you'll notice that each of these blocks of rattling cannibals, there are 3 individuals that are different.
I like pie.
I will quickly pull up the lovely art pieces for these.
I'm an idiot.
The
Sorry, guys.
this one right here. These are the servers. So along with their weapons, they have salt shakers and pepper and all sorts of spices that they can utilize. So you'll see 2 of them with the groups. And then in addition, you also see at the heads of these groups, almost like some sort of unit leader, if you're, 40K familiar. You also see the chefs that are standing at the front with butcher knives and schmucks that have this strange circular emblem.
Oh no, they're not just assault troops, they're a pepper troops too.
They have special weapons
fuck.
Boo. Fucking boo.
and a sergeant.
Oh no.
Which I want to point out that in that first encounter, Arundel's like, they have salt shakers in more. Oh shit, there's the special weapon troopers. Yes,
God.
yes, now you see this in glorious battle. Who wants to go first?
I will, because I'm going to walk up and examine this long-range communication device. We need to get out of here right now!
Alright, give me a tech check.
I would love nothing
Yes,
more.
yes, give me a tech check.
It has on it a record that states Elmo sings the blues. With special feature Ketamine Kermit.
Can you please take the dice so we actually
Yes.
Oh, you son of a
You
bitch.
complicate.
Of course he does.
Do I pass at least?
Does he call orcs instead?
Yes.
There's a
It's the Horn of Gondor.
call queue.
Oh.
Hi,
my.
thanks for calling the debt collector. We're currently busy with ongoing customer service issues.
Hi, we've been trying to reach you about your vehicle's extended warranty.
Could you please
son
call
of a
back
bitch!
at a later day?
Your call may be recorded for training purposes.
For trading purposes.
Oh, I want to thank one of our, thank you. One of our lovely patron complications. I want to point out that this complication just starts with anything technological, period. You have made the machine spirit angry and it refuses to function. You must spend one turn begging its forgiveness for your transgression. So you go to activate this gramophone, but it just gives you, like, I don't know, some
dial up.
Your call is very
legend of
important to us. Please hold.
Leda, sound, and you're just like, why?
Wait, as he's calling it, please.
Oh my god.
Because the megaphone, there's like a crank in the sign to keep
Yes,
it.
oh yeah.
Has to keep cranking it.
Yes.
Sobbing.
You hear that? You hear the monkey
It's
go-
just making this like sound as.
No, you're hearing Pop Goes the Weasel.
It's all of these suggestions at once.
At once, and it's just this cacophony of sound that is awful, and you've displeased this machine spirit by your actions. How is Brain
Retrieve the power? No. Hobbit? No.
going to spend the rest of the round pleading with this machine spirit of this long-range communication device?
Yes.
Okay,
I
so my first
the
question
machine
is,
spirit.
did my
Yes.
check at least work? Or do I have to spend glory?
Your check gathers no further success on this. You would have to spend glory in order to.
We have 4 glory available.
I'm going to drop 4 glory with the permission of the crew.
I'm good with it.
Go
for it.
We need to leave.
Yeah, we need
Yeah,
these things.
absolutely.
Working.
Oh, and they all fail.
Oh,
Sad day. And it's just.
It's just a giant middle finger, but then turns into angry dubstep at the end of it.
So yeah, you're gonna have to explain really quick, Brain. How are you pleading with this machine after you've spent all of your personal capital hoping to coax it and it's still doing nothing?
I see, I have upset the machine spirit. Its original benefactor is buried under the ground. I'm gonna march up to the Divine Lord of Science and grab her by the throat. What forge world did your engine seer come from? We must make amends with the machine spirits.
Okay, I will end that there, and then I will activate. I'll activate this mob here. The tall become the tall as they advance in march step down towards you.
You see, Thirsty?
Yes.
The conversation we had before making this entire thing and testing out characters. Mm-hmm. I really fucking regret not being a pyromancer.
Yeah, I know. Some kind of wall made out of fire would have been so useful here.
But we will do what we can.
Who would like to go next?
I would like to go up to Brain if you would allow me to.
I would like to go next because I'm right there.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, he's
So
gonna kill him.
I have an idea. So
Are you kidding me? Krieg on this world would hate life. Like, they're legitimately fighting short round things that are gonna cannibalize them, but they die so easily.
I'm gonna assume the landscape is similar to what is being represented on this map, correct?
Yeah, so essentially the way it is it's a winding path and there's kind of multi-tiers as it's descending down.
Okay. So as I see that first scrap coming, I kind of bring up my staff and everything else going in hopes that I could make this happen. And I go, "You shall not pass!" And I slam it down, but I try to use any psychic mastery or use crush on the boulders that's to the south of that.
Kriegers, get on! Get on, Kriegers. Get on, Kriegers.
That group, because I'm just going to assume that those boulders are in a high enough elevation to where if I crumble a couple of them or use my second powers to dislodge some of them, that the bigger boulders come crashing down and at least take a chunk out of that group.
Can you ping which one you wanted
Hey,
to do?
that
The
one
south
guy.
of the-
The
yeah,
big
those
group
ones there,
there.
absolutely. Yeah. Okay, perfect. Yeah, give me some crushing.
All right, cool. So I am.
Thank you, Slacker. Sigismund and Death Watch. Abilities of burst of speed and feat of strength, which sounds like a master's abilities, but how would he be with them? They would match feats of greater demons in Eldar. Sigismund is in Death Watch? Well, frankly, Sigismund would be Avengers in-game level threat. He was so powerful when he was alive that even Primarchs respected his abilities, which, of course, the Primarchs would respect their Marines' abilities, but Sigismund was on a whole different level. He was just on a whole different level. And yeah, how would he be with them? How would he actually be if he had those? He would have wiped Angron out Abaddon out most likely. And he definitely would have snapped his spine a little bit more than he would have needed to. But yeah, Sigismund would have absolutely dominated. Thank you, Slacker. I really do appreciate it, bud.
To it, and I look to my friends teary-eyed, and I go, I must save them. I must save them. I've never had friends before, and I never knew what to fight for. So I shall save my friends. You shall not pass. I like the pathetic whoop, and it would fail, but I'm going to spin a wrath point.
Yeah.
Or a wrath die to make sure it succeeds with the
Nice.
7, if that does succeed, because it's a different test.
It absolutely succeeds. So you're able to dislodge, you crush some of these rocks, which causes the immense boulders to shake. Roll damage, and then on the crush, and then give me a give me an extra damage dice.
Zoran is fun.
Aye. So I'm gonna do. Okay. So what I'm gonna also do is I'm also gonna add in a wrath die to it as well. If that's, or not wrath die, a glory die.
Glory?
Try to give us one. Is that
Absolutely.
okay, group?
Go ahead.
Absolutely.
So boop. So I think I do one bonus die, and then boop. And one of them succeeds, so it's 11 damage total.
Yeah. So these boulders come careening down, and one of them. Here, let's see. Do I have a good boulder?
Yeah. Sorry for
That's some
nice
good,
company.
that's some good free
Oh
rolls.
gosh, no! This is hilarious. I just wanna like drop in some rocks here, and
just
they
make a
kind
big
of go
yeah.
careening. And they go up to about there, and
Yeah, I want to make it as difficult as possible for them, to make it like to slow down their advance so they all don't swarm us in
Yeah.
2 turns.
not like that though. Yeah, and you just crush 6 of them as these boulders. But one of them manages to like jump in the way and save this this server, who they like shove out before these rocks come hurtling down and crush 6 of them and create this impediment in the middle of the ground. And they look up, all of their beady eyes staring at you, Lorne.
And I'll use my movement to fuck off behind this rock.
Okay.
And I go like, yeah, they're over there. They're coming.
They coming. You don't make it quite there though.
No, I can get like the back. Basically back to
do you
Tater
wanna-
Tot. Hi, Tater Tot.
Okay.
There's Tater Tot.
What happened? What's on the
now-
other side of that?
Well, we're trying to make the music box so we can go hooray. Don't worry about it, Tater Tot. Your glory will be realized very soon.
Okay. Boosh, 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 boosh.
Okay, what in the world is going on with this thing? This is like the 6th time. And I'm timing it out, and report, thank you, report that, and that's the 3rd time I have gotten. That's the 3rd. That's like the 7th time or something. I don't know.
Boosh, as you hear the second wave
Yeah.
of them moving.
I'm just.
Who wants to go?
It's me. That's literally all that's left is me.
Zoran also has
Yeah.
a spicy game reading.
Oh,
as
no,
well.
no.
Wait, did
my
Zedek-
God.
Zedek has
No, I
one.
did not.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
My stealth isn't that good.
Who wants to go next?
Lauren, or no, sorry, Zed, excuse me. You got a plan? Or
I have a plan. Is it very good? Maybe.
I'm gonna try to toast him if that's not an issue.
I don't think anyone would object to that.
Yeah,
Okay.
The Teleton says, "Hot single men of iron in your area are looking for love." Robot dildo.
I'm
you
gonna
can
to-
slaughter the vast majority of them.
I'm gonna go up here, and I'm going to ready my flamer. Gentlemen, we
Yes.
either hold this line or we're stuck here with them. So
I know, right, Nick?
you know,
I throw a rock at him.
yes, it's very good, very, very good.
That's your flame.
I'm targeting right on this one.
Yeah, I know, Hobbit.
Reeb,
Thanks,
do you
Hobbit.
have
Hobbit says this is the delayed reaction on the Vox and the Voice Linicity bullshit we saw the other day. It attracts the demonettes like flies. This is very, very true. Like, if you don't know, I did a live stream with Vox and the Void where he came on with me, and we watched all the Gods Are Dead's parts 1 through 3, which is fantastic, by the way. And no, it was bad. It was sad. And no. Thank you, Hobbit. I appreciate it, bud.
tech?
Why would I need a tech out of curiosity? Oh, I would need to, unclog, huh?
Do you have tech?
Of course
I
you would,
have,
right?
I have no points in tech, but I have a 5 without it.
Okay, yeah. Give me a just the check without the skill. Totally.
Would you like to spend a wrath die?
Yeah, I'd like to spend one of my 2 wraths so I can re-roll that.
Yeah.
Yes, I already saw the first 2 Warhams.
Let's see.
There we go.
There we go.
Yeah. So
That's a
with a
4,
4.
If you don't know Talatron, the first time I ever saw Warhams and I saw the Rumble Tum Tum Farm, it was the first time I've ever died on the channel.
With a 4, you're able to unclog it before you fire, and this just gout of flame goes whooshing out and kills another wave of these ratlings.
I need to roll the roastage just to be safe.
Roast.
And okay.
Everything is
Actually,
burning!
one extra would live. Sorry.
Am I lagging out at all out of curiosity?
No, you're good. You're good.
Okay.
And you just again, you wash down a whole group of them, and then several of them step forward and kind of take the hits for the special units, because that's how things work in Warhammer.
Sure.
You've just
Plot
mowed down
armor
a
is a
bunch
thing in
more.
Warhammer.
And on
Bloody
the end
hell.
of your turn, you look up and you hear more. You hear whoosh, whoosh, but then you hear
course,
something
Mr. Right.
strange, something accenting the eat the toe, become the toe. You hear this
Like creaks of
crunch, and creaks of wood, and this strange sound, and suddenly something appears on the horizon, and you all witness it approaching. It is this immense kind of construct of wood with a hot soup pot on it and a deranged rattling on top.
Whoa! Crush him under the death roller!
And it advances down along with a whole new host of rattlings that have taken up.
hell is
And
this?
Reeb, I need you to make a resolve
What is this?
Terrific.
as
What
you
is
see
this?
this thing approaching.
Thank you, Pork, the first of the line.
I rolled it. It's
appreciate
taken a
bud.
minute. I'm lagging a bit.
Yeah.
Oh!
No, it's roll 20. The servers are kind of taking it.
No, my Discord's showing me at 777 MS.
Is it wearing a top hat? Is that thing wearing a top hat?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, I rolled maximum, so...
Well, you are concerned by what you were saying. This is somewhat shaking you.
Gentlemen, they have they have armored support.
They do have armored support.
support.
Yes.
There's the beef.
boss.
So all of you hear this, but none of you are actually in line of sight of this thing. Zedek, your go now.
Seeing this tower of hell approaching.
Well, you don't see it yet. You
sorry.
hear that this is the case, but you haven't seen it yet.
Having not seen it, but my concern growing, I am
That thing looks like a reject from The Nightmare Before Christmas. Are you kidding me? This would be the worst fate imaginable. You get killed by a whole bunch of things that look like this. It looks like Tweedledee and Tweedledum's defective children.
I'm going to move up to the communicator,
Oh my god.
Okay.
which will put me in line of sight, I imagine.
Yeah, then you can give
kill
me a
tower.
resolve test.
Okay.
As you
Let's see.
see this creaking monstrosity of wood.
It doesn't even make any
Not
sense.
being slow. My apologies.
That's what it's fine.
Server's getting hit pretty hard right now, so
It's like people are trapped at home playing role-playing games. What is this?
What?
let's
what's
go
your other action
servers.
gonna
Let's
be?
go.
Oh, there you go.
There we go.
Captain Zedek, like, you see this. How do you not only, like, steel yourself and are not phased, but how do you turn this around to increase the morale of your group?
Come here, I'm gonna eat you. I'm smaller than you. I have 51 friends. Get in my belly.
Seeing what is lying before us, I turn back to the group and say, well, gentlemen, I realize it's not the best of situations, but trust me, we have much bigger things for them than they do for us. Just hold them for all of
I don't know.
looking at my non-existent watch. However long it takes to fix this communicator. Brain, what are you doing?
I'm giving it all I've got, Captain!
Oh, dear.
I agree with you, Captain Zedek. And I kind of staffs up. We will beat their meat together, Captain.
Oh, fuck off.
I put my fist up for a second, and I think, no, I'm putting my fist back down. I'm not going to acknowledge that statement.
I also appreciate I'm giving it all I got, Captain, like you're an engineer, but really what you're doing is shaking it. Yeah,
He's really giving it all he's got.
Good.
Oh man. I'm doing the best I can. Why he beats the crap out of some old woman? I have a noise gate on my microphone. Shut the fuck up, Hobbit. Oh. Oh, that was rough. Okay. This is canon, a part of the TTS universe. Yes, I know. So that line got said. Okay.
Okay, Zedek, that was like all you did was move up to this device. Do you want to take an action at all?
Yeah, I would actually like to make a... Can I make a scholar check on it to see if I can discern what problem it has?
That'd be more tech.
Okay,
that would
okay.
definitely be more tech. You could like do a base intelligence check if you want to try that.
Go for it.
If you don't have tech, but
I have some tech. I'm not a brain boy, but you know what? I'll try. I believe in myself.
Yeah.
I believe.
Can you coax the machine spirit to be happy?
The answer
Nope.
is no.
The answer is no. The answer
Answer
is
is
no.
What are you doing?
You fool! You've made it worse.
Glory.
We
And-
have
and-
glory, but it wouldn't really help you.
And a wrath also doesn't let you reroll the
You
the
fucked
wrath
up.
Conrad
Right.
first, Mr.
The
Right.
complication
You
is
are
fine.
fucked either way. So I'm out of complications from the lovely list of Patreon donations. Speaking of which, if you want to screw over the players, please check out our Patreon. So we're going to go to a different list here. Would you please roll me a d6, Captain Zed?
2d6, you mean?
Just one. This is not combat. Like, attack rolly. Ooh, 1. Okay. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Oh.
Yes.
No.
Oh, no.
Yes. Yes.
No, what happened?
Okay. So you are like going up to this gramophone long distance device and trying to figure out what's going on with it. And the machine spirit of this device is angry. It's cantankerous. It's being meddled with by people who shouldn't meddle with it. And as you do so and are looking and touching it, there is a spark of electricity that arcs off of it and hits you in the wrist. And when it does, your wrist unlocks and you let go of your arc pistol. I would like you, as you see your arc pistol tumble down onto the ground below, tumbling down the side of this cliff face, can you roll me 1d6 and we're going to determine what direction it's going to go?
Roll for scatter.
Scatter dice! Okay, and roll d6 for the distance.
Oh.
And you see it land just in and amongst this, like, tumble of rocks here
Lovely.
as it flies out of your hand.
Lord!
Why?
I have butterfingers! Help me!
Ah, you fuck.
No!
All right, that's the end of the first round. Like, the Ratling guards will spend their turns, like, picking their noses and just standing there. One of them scratches his butt. The Divine Lord of Science just, like, looks at you as you're grabbing her and throttling her pie. And she's like, I think he said he's Charonia. That's the one, Charonia.
Chironia.
Charonia. Do I know anything about Charonia?
What kind of skill do you have that you think would be appropriate knowledge-wise? Like some kind of scholar? Or...
I guess I could roll scholar.
I mean, I'll let you.
You're
I'll
killing
let
me.
you do it. Tech check, but it will be much more difficult.
You are killing me.
5 dice versus 3 dice. I'm gonna pick the.
Well, 5 dice can
dice.
become 2 dice, so.
Oh,
It's true.
Yeah, so.
That is true. How much glory we got on deck, boys? Let me check
Got
real
2.
quick. 2 on deck?
We got 2
Alright.
whole dice.
I might expend glory on this. I'll roll scholar.
do it.
So let's go, baby.
Let's do it. You roll it.
Let's do it.
Yeah, that's enough. Charonia is a forge world that recently fell and is now
Good times rhymes with war crimes.
known. Ironically enough, it became a cannibal world.
Oh.
Cannibal world. I see. So
And is now a dark mechanicum stronghold.
Your crimes are more grievous than I thought, and I slap the Divine Lord of Science.
Why would you do this?
But I know a way to fix it. I'm going to walk up to the communications device.
So this is the start of the
I
new
can't
round. Are
wait
you
for
all
this.
okay with
Yeah, I'm
Mike
okay
going
with it.
first?
Oh, fuck it. He's our.
We're all gonna die
tech
anyway.
check.
I'm going to put my hand on it.
glory. Yep.
My friend, you need vengeance, and it will be given to you. I will see cannibal blood spill upon thine servers. Can I make another tech check, or do I have to wait?
Yeah, absolutely. No.
Do it.
You've kind of spent the turn, so
Do it.
appeasing it in various ways, learning about its history. Sure, give me a tech check.
Yay!
There you go.
Yeah, with the five. So you actually are able to spend this round analyzing it, and more importantly, calming the machine spirit.
Yes.
You're gonna have to spend a bit more time using this device to actually set it up correctly, but you've managed to calm the machine spirit, make it accessible to you.
Know that your age shall bring death to thousands of cannibals, and our friend of the Forge World shall be avenged.
I got it, guys.
and with that, there is the
I vote
As-
Reeb go next.
as the horde advances.
Yes.
I'll have to go after the horde. Oh, wait, no, the horde has gone. Good, then I will,
Yep.
I'm gonna line it up. Can I line it up, like, right here to, like, make it harder for them? Jesus Christ, come on.
I don't think it matters.
The Ratlings have come for the bacon burger. The Baconator will be theirs.
Anymore now with the new flame.
No,
You
you're
just pick a thing
at
and
this
fire.
point you just pick target, like you pick the mob and you're just gonna hit a set number in the mob.
Alrighty, I'm gonna, again, make the thing go fire, kaboom, blast. Roll 20, please, for fuck's sake.
I believe in that fire. You will hit.
Alright.
Please
Yeah.
give me just a damage roll.
Yes, that is.
Yep.
And we will see how you're
Oh,
doing. How
whoa.
many you
The-
kill?
the
Oh,
flamer.
you kill many. Ooh, kill many.
You like to invest the 2 glory die that we have to kill more?
Hobbit says there wasn't enough sexy bitches in the Shire. That's why he invited the sex bots. Yes.
I'm gonna see how many are left afterwards. No, I'd like to save them because we might need them to get the.
Okay.
We need to get the message
Okay,
out.
so at this point, as you have like burned another swath of 4 of them down with your flamer from the edge, you can see they're starting to get a bit concerned. Would be the thing. They will have to make a
Yeah.
resolve test, so I'm going to make that now. We'll see if
Can
they
I
pass or
can I
fail.
make that harder on them? Can I advance after I fire the gout of flame?
You can move up like as a move. The resolve test is a result of you burninating them down.
Yes, I want to
Yeah.
make it harder
They're
for them by
already-
being the source of it and being just like, hello.
Yeah, sure.
Good
You
evening,
can
good
move out
friends.
and just like stand there.
I'll stand there.
Eat
And thus
burger.
did Reeb live.
And somehow they are A-okay. They rolled
Yeah.
super well and are just like, eat the tolls! We be the first to eat the tolls!
You be the first to roast, you little runt.
And that was Reeb, so then the next mob.
They're coming.
There's
By
advances.
the way,
Go ahead.
I'm just imagining them chanting like Skaven as they're going like, great, great,
Yes, and then actually, because of this rock, I have to move some.
Find the tall things.
Yeah,
Find the tall things.
and they're running around the rocks that you have tumbled down. And
I'm coughing, I'm sneezing. Ay, that felt great.
and it's clearly like slowed them down, Lauren, and you see that briefly from where you
Justified
are.
in my actions. I see.
Yay!
I guess I can go next to get Zedekis'
Yep.
fucking gun.
Yep.
All right, so I could obviously see the gun where I'm at, right? Right? Right?
I mean, it's going to
Ronnie,
be a
I've
bit
added
more
you as a
difficult.
moderator,
You'd
bud.
have to move to the edge if you wanted to like see it properly.
That's fine.
Okay.
I'll just use
Okay.
my awesome psychic test.
I want the ones that were in Star Wars vs. 40Ks because they would not only make this a, 40K experience, they would also make it a fun one. One that we could laugh at and cheer for together.
In the middle of all my friends where nothing will go wrong.
Yeah.
Here's the Nova boys.
All right, so how much more difficulty is it?
I'll increase the difficulty by 2.
Okay.
How will the Eye of
fine.
Terror react?
Phantom grip.
Yeah.
Whoop. I beat it.
Yeah.
Great.
All right,
Hell
so
yeah.
So the normal difficulty, by the way, everybody's that. So I go whoosh, whoosh, and I give it right back to Zedek in midair. So it's like, here you go, Zedek. Kind of
if you're
float
giving
it
it-
to him so he doesn't have to make
If
a
you're
check.
giving no, he has to make a
Thank you.
check.
Oh,
You can float it to
just throw it
yourself.
anyway.
You can float it to
controlling it.
yourself.
Okay,
Yeah, but
no.
you're not controlling Zedek's Butterfingers, as we have learned.
Wait.
Yes.
Can I do something fun?
Always.
So I have the gun with phantom grip, technically. All right, so
Yes.
imagine this invisible set of phantom hands with it. No, I'm still bringing it up. It's still coming. It's still there.
Okay.
It's gonna float right by Zedek and
Yeah.
have no complications. Hopefully, can I use my phantom hands to point at the incoming mob and shoot with his own gun?
On one condition, because it's Lorne.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming you're shooting at gangster sideways style, right?
No.
Like grand turns.
Yeah,
Because
I'm
you have
using
no
a kill
idea
shot.
what
Yeah.
Kill shot.
Oh shit!
That's a kill shot.
Yeah, okay. Make a ballistic skill roll for me, Lorne.
Hey, guess what I'm really bad at?
Ballistics.
This does not suppress me at all.
I don't think I can actually hit anything because of how bad it is.
Go for it.
I
No.
failed miserably. So I go,
There's just a
"Phew, there's no
discharge."
complication. So I just try to fire and I go, sorry, I tried. And I leave it hovering there just for Zedek to grab.
Yes. Oh, that's freaking great. Okay. Next up, I will go and as this thing rolls up the side of the cliff and crunches over the metal, and you see the horrific rattling on top of the soup pop contraption.
I still don't know
making
how this
his
thing is
way
working.
towards you at incredible speed, wielding his ladle like some kind of terrifying weapon above his
Drive me closer. I wish to hit them with my spoon.
head.
Do I have to now make a
Can
resolve?
scale walls.
Yeah, now you
They
will have
fly
to. As
now?
will Pie Brain. I forgot about that.
Ah,
Resolve
see
for
here,
both
let's
of
see
you.
here.
Yes.
Resolve. The thing that I click and completely forgot the area of resolve, which is in that thing which is right there, and there's the button I click.
Pie Brain.
I got a 4.
Lauren, you are unfazed by this. Like, this does not bother you at all. Pie Brain, you are seeing this. What makes it terrifying
spin a
to
rev?
you?
I would love nothing more than to spin around.
Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah, please do. Oh, damn! Oh, well,
There we
fine.
go.
This thing has very little metal on it. It's clearly not a concern.
That's not a tank.
Mockeries.
Hey. So this is the militant arm of the Salvation Army. This is the soup kitchen tank.
Ooh, does anyone else have left to go this round?
I do.
Zedek, yes.
Man, he's got
I
his
would like to
convenient gun
first
that's
try
loaded.
to grab my
The soup kitchen is coming to make some recompense.
gun and not
Smoke
drop
gun.
it.
We needs the meat.
It's just floating there, no problems.
Yeah, you can grab it. Yeah.
All right, do I have to make a check to get it out of the
No,
air?
no.
Okay,
It's
I'll
conveniently
take my
there
gun.
for your fucking Butterfingers.
Thank you, Lauren.
You're welcome.
I'll move up to Brain.
I want my room
Like,
cleaned when we get back.
We'll talk about that. We have a surveyor for that.
Please no.
Wow.
Brain, please tell me this is working by now.
I've almost got it, Captain. It
see
is
the
very
down-
mad in a good
You
way.
see the
now.
download percentage at negative, like a World of Warcraft patch back in the day. That's an obscure
Brain,
reference some
work
people will
faster.
get.
Yeah, pretty much.
Have no fear.
What do the Canadians have to do with this, Mr. Wright?
You are a chosen of the Omnissiah by the Emperor's name. Please just make it work. Can I make a leadership test?
Yeah, you want to use make leadership to make Pie Brain do better? Yes.
Yes.
Yes, you
Work
can.
gooder.
Normally, it would be beating the machine to make it faster, but
Hi,
browbeating
Brain.
also works.
I need you to the Pie Brain. I need you to go to the Forge World. For what? To get some good. Go get it now. Yeah, with a 6, absolutely. So how this will manifest is I will give for whatever skill check Pi has to make next, I will give him 2 bonus dice for this. And that is
Ave Magos!
Activating Lemurian Repure protocols.
and then
Oh no.
and then another group begins to appear in the distance.
Why are more of them coming?
Eat it all.
Would I be able to make a shot at our wheelie boy down there?
Can I go
If
first,
you
please?
If you try to, though, the because you have to declare that you're doing multiple things before
That
you
is
do
true.
it, so the difficulty would go up for your previous one. You'd still succeed your previous one. It would just only give Pi 1 extra dice, and then your difficulty on your shot would go up by 2 on hitting the.
Hulky.
No, I don't want to forestall this.
Fair
okay.
enough. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Can I
Yeah,
go
fair
first,
enough.
actually? Because I am quite close to them
Mr.
at the
Rack, you've
moment.
been huffing
I'm
the
using it,
incense
and I would-
once more.
Sure,
We
no,
understand
go ahead.
this.
Yeah.
I would like to see if I can get them out of the way, or at least wounded enough where it's not a problem.
Okay.
All right,
So you're gonna try to finish off the mob.
I'm gonna try to finish off the mob because, again, at this point, I don't really want to start on a new contact.
Absolutely.
All right, I'm gonna whoosh,
Whoosh.
whoosh.
Whoosh. Whoosh.
Yeah.
You can't crit,
massive.
so whatever.
Shame it can't
roll
crit,
damage.
but- all right. Okay. Will that be enough to toast the mob, or do I need more?
That'll toast the regular ones in the mob, so you'll get all 4 of these guys.
Ah.
Yeah, you'll probably need actually.
We only got 2 glory.
What's your ballistic skill?
My ballistic skill is, I believe it was a 3. Yeah, it's a 3.
Okay, so you got 6. Actually, you'll be able to get 2 more, and with that damage roll, you'll off 2 more. So you get them. The chef would still be alive.
We got 2 glory
Okay,
if you want to spend it.
Yes.
I can only hit 6. So,
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we've kind of been undershooting it, but, that's life. I
That's
will
fine.
proceed to use this as an opportunity to be backing up now, because now it is getting bad. So I'm going to go run next to Lauren.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, that's a lost cause.
Okay, I will activate.
As he creaks up and tries to kill us all.
Well, he's gonna the
How
cannibal
does he
king
not
is
spill his
going
soup?
to make an approach on his steed, and will
Oh shit, he's going off road.
as goes up the side and makes an attack on the poor Ratling in the way.
Oh, he's
Ooh.
gone.
Yeah.
I like how you made the weapon not quite death roller.
Yes. Yes, he hits with the not quite death roller and crits him.
Oh my god.
So I'll just roll 2d6, just so you all get to see the visceral nature of what
Yeah,
happens
dark.
to one of Zedek's companions who is standing in the way, because why not?
With both
Yeah.
fail.
Oh my lord, what happens? 24. Ferocious rending. Oh, great.
Oh,
The
no.
attack shreds the opponent's flesh to
Oh, my
ribbons,
God.
leaving them open to attack. Except, of course, I'm still just going to make the damage roll and we'll see what happens. And based off of that, he's getting a lot of shift. No, actually, no shifted dice. So, just is going to make a base damage attack roll, which is 13. That just utterly obliterates this
Yeah.
poor Ratling, and then keeps
Goodbye,
rolling up.
Blending.
Eat the tall.
But how?
And that's the Ratling Kings go. Who wants to go next this round?
I
don't even
think
know- I don't even have a way to make fun of this thing. This is like completely and totally ridiculous. Like I don't even like. Even an orc couldn't make that whatever he's riding on work. Like, I don't understand. Somebody help me understand how this guy is making this thing work.
all win at this. I think I'm.
It started over.
Reed
I was the first.
Yeah, Reed was the
So-
first. So
I can. There's 2 things to do. One, I can try to do crush at it and hope I can just restrain it and then we kill it.
Mm-hmm.
Or if Thirsty did some banana nut bar bullshit to where I can't do that, then
never.
I would then rather run back to everyone and do telekinetic dome and try to protect all of us to absorb mortal wound shit. And I'm gonna die in one hit from that thing. So
our boy is out there, by the way.
Your boy is out
Yeah.
there. Tater Tot's like
needs to move
picking
the
his
fuck
nose. He's
He
picking
is
his
too
nose at
small
the edge
to
of the
be
cliff.
hurt.
I don't think
Okay.
so.
So I'm going to be supportive of the party this time. I think I've had my moments with the crushing, so I'm going to...
Yes, what fuckery is spotted. And it is being ridden around by a halfling with a spoon. Is Samwise Gamgee after he gets pissed off with all the people calling him hobbitses. That's his final form.
Run back to my allies and go, I'll try my best to help out. Please
Oh, so you had a race of Boca Conies?
destroy that thing before it gets to the thing. Brain, hurry! And I will now then do the second power called Telekinetic Dome, basically for it gives us resilience. So basically just soaks up some damage, and it also soaks up any mortal wounds that may happen. So basically it buffs us up a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah, how wide is Telekinetic Dome?
Basically I have to do a really good roll to make it a little bit bigger.
hobbits.
So
Otherwise, it's just on you. So
Do not deny your heritage, hobbit.
These are your people.
you can
otherwise
go up
it's
to
just
them
on
and
me.
be
So I'm
like,
trying to-
I'll
I'm trying to
protect
help my
all of
friends.
you, and then only protect yourself. We'll see.
Do it.
Okay, so I'm going to do that. I'm going
do
to spend my last wrath and hopefully to roll some extra sixes to make this
Absolutely.
happen. So maybe, there's a couple more successes, another 6.
Yep.
So that is going to be, so I only need,
two shifts.
it's a difficulty 5. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can at least bring up 2, which allows me to increase the range to plus rank. Plus rank, it means in range of the game the same protection. I probably need to do more research.
I don't
Let's
care if
just
the
say it
Rattlings
goes
are
up by
half
at
It's
least-
It's plus
They're
1
still
meter.
very
is
short
range.
people
So
with
if you
spoons.
moved like there instead, that way you would have you'd catch both.
Yeah, I just
Zedek
get
and-
everyone around me. So anyone who's
Yeah.
adjacent to me will now be protected.
and that'll
Oh,
be plus 2
you
resilience.
son of a...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to protect the box thing. So I do that. So that's my entire action, entire turn I have to do. I just rush back and go, whoom. So.
And the chef comes around and like seems to be fixated on Reeb as he pulls out this butcher knife. The sole survivor of the first mob making its way up the hill. Who wants to go next?
Reeb. I vote Reeb.
Reeb.
Get in the bubble.
I already
Get in
went.
the bubble.
Pay attention.
Reeb's already gone. It's Zedek or Piebrain. Who wants to go?
Brain, no.
Zedek and Pie are the two who haven't gone this round.
Very well. I will go.
Yes.
And I'm
Fix it.
I'm like,
Shut
turn
the
it.
fuck up.
Fix it.
Take the toll. Become the toll.
Here comes the fuck up.
Do the thing. Do the tech check. No.
Remember, you get 2 bonus. You get 2 bonus dice on the tech check.
The violence.
It's a 6.
Ah!
You got a glory.
Yes,
Yes.
more.
No, Amulus can't be turned into Space Marines.
Happy monkey noises.
Does he?
That's 8 successes.
And you hear this crackling voice. You've established the connection, but there's a
Return.
lot of static in the way. You've got to clear out this static before communication is
Oh, fuck you.
possible. Who wants Captain Zedek? You're up next.
How do I clear the connection? Oh dear. Does anybody have any acoustic foam?
Nobody. Wait. I'll angle my stick, and I angle my stick to try to give it more like, or like here, Zedek, take my staff, put it on top of the thing to get better signal.
Sure.
Oh
I
my
put
God.
the just step to it.
It'll work. It's like an antenna.
Fucking wackos.
Attempt to hold Lord's staff to the communication device.
Lovely.
Okay, what kind of check do you want to give me to represent
just kick it
whatever
hard,
the
it'll be
fuck it is
fine.
you're doing?
Surely my knowledge of tall things make better connection constitutes
It's tall
scholar?
and metal.
It's tall and metal. What skill check do you want to roll for this setting?
Surely it counts as scholar. I done learned that big things make tall things work.
I'm going to go over there and knife all of you.
Please, boss, don't make me make a tech check.
I just love this fucking view of like Reed standing there defiant with the flamer as the three of you are clustered around a fucking gramophone.
Why do I
And,
have the highest tech check out of all of you?
Wait. It's stupid, but it's cunning. Can I make a cunning check?
Oh god, cunning is totally not the skill, but sure. Why
If we
not?
weren't playing
Sure.
orcs, we probably would have got away with that.
I'm just trying to
won't
avoid using
work.
a tech.
Just
Cunning
roll me,
isn't
roll
the
me,
skill.
roll me the cunning dice. We'll see what happens.
Roll me the
Okay.
cunning dice.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I'm gonna kill you.
Okay.
You can.
Yeah. So you put a stick on top of it, and nothing happens. Like,
That's how antennas work. Get signal.
not on a fucking gramophone.
That's 40
Listen, you guys-
Anything stupid works.
Listen, you guys just focus.
Race that operates
Right,
on
now we're
certain
gonna
things
get
that
more
work 'cause they
YouTube
believe.
comments. The GM doesn't let the players do anything.
Stop for just a goddamn second. You guys focus on fixing the goddamn gramophone. I'm gonna be over here Dark Souls dodge rolling this thing until you figure it out.
Okay,
I think
so
we're done
that's-
fucking around. I can
that's-
just do a tech check to do the thing, and I'll have my stuff.
Fuck. Well,
Fuck you.
I've got to move all the other groups. There's so many of them.
I still need to go before
people's turns.
All right.
Yeah, except I get to finish all of my remaining units because you've.
Okay, guys, I have to get up. My leg is starting to seize up. I need to get up and walk around for a few minutes. I will be back 35 after. 35 after sound good? And plus, I need to do something about this. I am having an ear infection right now, guys. It is not bad yet. It will be soon, though, if the antibiotics I'm taking don't work. So I'll be back in 4 minutes. I gotta get a refill on drink too. So, everybody, get up, go take a pee, do all that kind of stuff. You would play a Dark Souls mode. Nice. It is dropping to the freezing temperatures, my gentlemen. It is dropping to the freezing temperatures out here. Cats are not the superior pet. The superior pet are pugs, and I will not hear any argument thereof. Anyhow, is everybody back? Everybody feeling good? All that kind of stuff going on? All right. So, X in the chat if you're back. I haven't had to nuke anybody today. Let's see. Check mod, a Doom mod called Trenchfoot. It's based on World War II trench wars and 40k, but instead of chaos is Christian demons. Really? Pugs are awesome. Yeah, like, so there is going to be one stream that's probably not going to happen. Near the end of October, I'm going to be driving the pugs to their homes. So they're going to be going out and about, and they're going to be visiting all their friends and loved ones, and I'm going to be saying bye, and it's going to be sad. It's going to be a sad day for me because I've gotten really attached to these little critters, and they've been with me, and this is like the first litter that we've had with Volcana, and I am going to be a sad man. I'm going to be a very sad man in a couple of weeks. But they're going to be going to great homes. We're going to be keeping the firstborn for a while. She's going to be going to Reno sometime in December. But the two others are going to be going to their homes. And I really can't wait to deliver them. But at the same time, it is going to be a sad day. All right, here we go. Moving on. Completion of battle. We're fighting the thing from Nightmare Before Christmas.
Well acted.
Nah.
What? I need to.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, Tater Tot needs
What's
to.
that?
For fuck's sake, Tater Tot.
Tater Tot, that is not optimal movement.
I have no idea what I can. No, I do. I have an idea. No, brain is working.
Belba runs up, grabs Tater Tot, and pulls him back from this thing.
I have a plan. I will probably die.
This one goes behind the rocks and starts peeing. Okay, that's the Ratlings around here.
Guys, I'm gonna die.
You have some real good followers, Zedek. All right, start of the round. Who wants to go first?
Guys, I need to attack it because otherwise we're going to get hit by it anyway, and I don't think a psychic dome's going to stop this thing with fucking.
Imagine what's going on in the rest of the Imperium. Some people are standing in front of orc charges. There are people that are fighting, Tyrannid, like in their swarms, in their thousands, like hive tyrants just braying out in the middle of the field. You have, Dark Eldar trying to capture slaves, and noble guardsmen are trying to fight them off, and the Space Marines are attacking the traitors at the Eye of Terror, and somewhere on some agri-world, these guys are getting run over by literally the worst abomination I've ever seen with a cooking pot. Driven by a Ratling in a top hat. This is not the way they should die.
15 damage.
You're correct, but I have a plan to get the communication device out of danger.
Okay.
I'm going to do this first, okay? I'm going to.
All right, you know damn well I'm gonna get hit though.
I know.
So now might be a good time to remind you all of a rule that exists in this game called Seize the Initiative, where you can spend a glory to seize the initiative. No. It's a glory, and basically, once you've finished your turn, you can seize the initiative instead of passing to a threat.
Okay, we'll do that.
So you
all
can
right,
both
fine.
go.
Yes,
all right.
do your action first, and then after that I will seize.
Going to pick up the communication device. Zedek, hold this.
What?
Do you hold it,
Good
Zedek?
question.
I do my best as you've now foisted this communications device upon me.
All right, great. You need to get to higher ground. I will help you. I pick up Zedek.
What? This is not optimal.
I'm going to throw him on top of the ruined lantern.
Okay.
Brain, what are you doing?
This is the only way Omnislayer preserve you, my captain!
You dare!
Give me
Fade
an
away as I'm
athletics
playing
check.
Please don't kill me.
Athletics, you said?
Yes.
Sure thing. Oh my god.
If you kill me.
Tech Priest needs to stop yeeting everyone.
If you complicate this, I will be so happy. Oh God.
You found horribly. You have one wrath.
You rolled like yeah. That's not quite enough for
Go,
the distance.
Wrath
you need.
it.
So
it.
can I roll 3 glory and then roll wrath?
You would use all the glory so he can't seize.
So you could use 2 to keep him so Reap can seize.
Okay, can I use 2 glory and then if that doesn't work, then use a wrath to reroll?
Well, Chad gave us another
yeah.
one, so we have 4, but you can use a wrath and glory.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
We're gonna start with glory. I'm gonna spend 3
No,
glory.
none of them
okay?
have died yet. I'm
Yeah.
actually
I
stunned.
would like
Least
to
Reap.
keep it to
Just don't
2.
kill me.
Could you repeat that, Reap?
Could you keep it to 2?
Of course.
Oh my god.
I'm really worried about this.
Okay.
Why would you be worried?
4 successes.
Not that. This.
Okay.
Not.
And you want to do a wrath die to reroll?
I want to use a wrath die.
Yeet.
Please reroll to get a deck. All right.
And I get to reroll 1 more. I get to reroll the glory die, right?
Yes, the fail one. Yep.
Oh.
Okay.
So 7
Okay.
Nani?
Okay. So you're wanting to toss him on the lander, was your plan, right?
Gets to higher ground.
Higher ground. So like over here-ish. Okay.
Somewhere where there is a far higher reception. I'm going to also, I should note, I'm probably going to like
This works. If this works, he literally yeeted him across the football field.
a running start before I do it, so I'm not throwing him from here. I'm probably more likely to be throwing him from here.
Okay.
12. As a reminder, the chat, when you donate, you need to specify what you're doing with it, or else I have no idea what you're doing with it.
You see Zedek land like up top on this rocky escarpment with the lead lander crashed on top. His butt hitting the rocky edge and slowly sliding, but he's holding it up.
Yeah, well, Zolt, you are what you eat, you know, so, you know, Heretic Burger and Tal Burger, you know. I guess I do need to go on a diet, don't I? Because I'm a fat bastard.
Except you've not left anyone by the actual device to perform the communications with?
No, I put him.
No,
I
he
put it in
gave
his
it to
hand.
me and he threw both of us.
Oh, so you like the whole gramophone or just
Yes,
the...
he gave me the entire device.
Oh God. Okay, this is beautiful. All right. Sure. This seems legitimate. Okay. Let's
Don't
do
forget,
that.
I'm literally busting my ass for you right now.
This is the only
It's
rational
all
way
Rattlings.
forward.
I have that.
Only rational. All right, that's you're higher up. That'll give you a bonus on whatever check you're gonna make, Zedek. I assume
Go
Reed, you want to
with
seize the
ketchup, Mr.
initiative
Wright.
now.
Leave me alone.
Please.
Yes.
Okay.
Knock that glory down by 1.
I am lagging horribly, by the way, so I'm getting some delay. But so here's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
I want to make an athletics check, and I want to get on top of the death roller.
Yes. Yes. Do it.
Gotta do my athletics. It's not great, so you know, fucking.
This is where you.
Oh.
This is where he dies.
Oh.
This is where he dies.
It's not over
This-
yet.
This is where he dies.
It's a complication.
Question.
Yes.
All right.
Reed.
So before you doom me to dying,
Yes.
how many of these would I need to succeed?
To get up on top of it, I'm probably going to say that would be a difficulty of its defense +2, so it would be defense 5.
So I would need 5. So I would need to, because I only have 4 for athletics. So I'd have to roll the glory.
The glory,
And
and,
also the
then you
wrath.
could spend a wrath. Yeah.
So I will burn exactly everything that I have left. So I'm going to Going to re-roll, and then I'm going to roll
Roll the
glory
glory
first, then
first.
re-roll. Yeah, so 1d6. Great.
Hey, this could matter.
Hey,
Okay, so you get another success, so you're up to
There we
3. Then you can wrath, so you get to roll 2d6.
so I don't re-roll. I just
You'd re-roll the 2 that failed because you don't re-roll the wrath dice.
so I don't hit the re-roll button.
No, you hit the reroll.
You hit the re-roll button. That'll basically be the same here. Oh god damn!
Money.
Okay, but
Nice.
don't get excited. I still complicated.
It's
Yeah, I
still
mean-
complicated, but hey,
You're
complication's still
you
going.
still
Nice.
succeed.
yeah.
Just somehow.
So I'm going to roll a d6 for the standard complication table because we have nothing in our fan complications that will be appropriate here. So
Commandeer
this will be a
vehicle.
Okay, so our result was a 3. 3 on it is past problem. Oh god. Okay, something from your past comes back to haunt you. An old wound,
My
flare-up,
knee!
pain, or you're distracted by some memory. What past thing comes up as Reeb is doing this amazing stunt to jump on top of the construct coming towards him?
I'm leaping knife out at this thing, and I step on top of the roller thing so I can get a good mantle, and I feel a little crick in my kneecap.
My knee.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm going to stumble onto the parapet, but my leg is going to buckle.
Yeah.
That good enough for you?
I can work with that. Would you like to give me an attack roll? Because you're knifing this guy on top.
Do
Hey,
it.
I wanted to try and commandeer it, but this is going to be tough.
Well, how do you want to
if
commandeer?
you're
Like
gonna be
push him
dumb,
off?
you
Like, what
gotta
do you
be
I
want?
want to piss him off, and I want to try and surf this thing back down the hill.
Oh my god! Give me a weapon skill test. We're gonna see how this plays out.
Slash.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
6.
You
he killed it.
hit the rattling on top, and so what we'll do is we will roll opposed strength. His strength is not good, but we'll see how this plays. So just a flat
Neither
strength
is
check,
mine.
Reeb.
If you
Neither
lose a
is
fight
mine.
against a Ratling.
Well, I'm just gonna roll here for the driver. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, he manages to hold on, but you are on top of this thing, having
We
a
can-
Star Trek
Chat, wait.
pushing
Chat
you.
did give us a glory.
Oh.
You can use that glory
No,
for that
he
strength
can
thing,
use
right?
he can use a glory for that.
And then I will
Gotcha.
use a gun. I will use the one glory because I mean I still have to
Ronnie,
knife
that's
him, don't I?
good.
You already
This
did
would
that.
just be you shoving him off the thing.
Well, I hit him with the
So that
knife.
you-
I don't know if I killed him though.
No. I just roll the strength yet, and we'll see here.
You're just
So I
one
had a
d6.
decent- oh fuck! Oh no! Now fell short.
Okay, now roll the damage.
But thanks, bud. I used to be a strong citizen like you, but then I took an arrow in the knee. Or a rattling in the... the rattling cut his Achilles tendon. He's fucked.
All right, let's do that.
Thank
Can
you,
I
Hobbit.
shift anything off of that? What did I need to hit him?
You can shift
1.
No,
It says
one,
defense is 4.
one
yeah.
bonus.
3.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So stab.
Nice. Okay.
That's not terrible.
You hurt him. You can tell that he's different from other rattlings.
Oh, he's
and
different,
is
all right.
pretty chunk. But you stab in and he and he's bashing you with his ladle as now you've engaged in Star Trek-esque.
He's in Mortal Kombat on top of the worst contraption I've ever seen that even aggression wouldn't build. And the one that's attacking him is literally fighting him to the death with a ladle. It's lovely. I love this.
grappling on top of this thing.
It's like the
Your
fight
foot
was
definitely
Turk in
avoiding the
Gorn.
Def Rolla, not quite, and the soup pot. All right, so that was you seizing. Then I guess I get to go.
So I got a question for you, Thurston. Does this mean
Yeah,
that
okay.
he is
What's
not able
question
to
like?
direct his truck?
Good times.
You're right. You're absolutely right. So what I will do is I will scatter dice to determine where.
Shit.
No.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes.
We have a 50-50 chance of this going horribly.
Yes.
Let's just see how it goes, because hopefully you don't go into the mob in any way, shape, or form.
You go careening towards this wall, and it starts like going crunch, 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 crunch. I didn't really expect this to happen, so I'm really quickly gonna create a new attack for this thing, just called Ladle. Because I always expected him to be like rolling over you, because that seemed right. So I don't know.
The Def Rolla.
Yeah, the not quite Defrola. Here, he's got a chonk ladle attack.
Chonk ladle
see if he hits you with his chonk ladle. Boop. Okay. He crits you with a ladle.
Oh.
I'm gonna get a contusion.
Let's see what he gets for his crit effect.
You're a real hero of the Imperium now. You get your ass kicked by a Ratling with a fucking spoon.
Because he is the level of character where he will get to crit you.
I'm just imagining a bunch of Team Fortress 2 scout, like, just bat hits it, ping, ping, tong, ting.
Oh no! Overpowering assault. A stunning blow sends the foe lurching away, blurred by the brutal impact. Get off my plane! And oh god. Okay, so you will take.
Legion's Air Force One reference. The goddamn Ratling. You can't after action this. There's no way to spin this where it even remotely looks good. No. That guy's career is flashing in front of his eyes.
Take 1d6 shock.
Alright.
So 4 shock.
Oh my god.
That's a lot of shock. Alright.
And then knocks you off, like you tussle land in the rocks beside. The ladle's not particularly crazy in close combat though, so he only does 8 points of damage total to you.
There was something
I got
wrong
8
with the
defense, so
ladle.
that's 1
So you
shot.
take another point of shock as he just beats you off with a ladle, not doing any damage, but get off my soup wagon, dish, dish, dish. As the freaking rock thing chews up there. Who would like to go next? Zedek?
I would like to go. My
Yeah.
ass is in immense pain being shattered by the impact.
You were high up.
I'm like, yeah, I'm as he's up there looking up, and I go to Zedek, go, call it in, Zedek! Call it in! I'm working on
And
it!
you just hear this. Captain! Is that you, Captain Zedek?
Lieutenant Ransom, can you hear me?
I absolutely can hear you crystal clear, sir! How can we assist?
I am the law.
Colonel Ransom put me through to the ship's PA.
Yes, sir! As you hear, you've now been relayed.
I'm going to psych myself up for a moment. Hello, crew of the Deck
Everyone's
Collector.
like, give the damn message! As you're like,
Hello,
You're twirling
crew of
the
the Deck
cord in your
Collector. This is
finger.
your captain, Captain Zedek Mascadolce here.
True, Ronnie.
We need to initiate Protocol Nolo Contendere, Weapons Authorization Bankruptcy, on these coordinates. And for those of you who are new to the crew, kill fucking everything!
And
I
as
use
you do,
bombardment.
whoa!
bombardment will now commence.
Yes, good times equals war crimes.
Fire on it.
Yes.
Meanwhile, in space,
Now you can see the things turning around, things happening. Bombardment is now coming in.
Yes.
And all you can see is this high up in the sky and everything else. I'm starting to take narrative. Just the ship just
Good times, rhymes with war
and all the information
crimes.
sees the ship is now flying down on the planet. Just things are fucking exploding at this point.
For those of you listening to the podcast version, we have a really cool animation done by Zord the Bear.
Yeah, it ain't cool at all. It's pretty shit, to be honest with you.
Fuck off! It's cool. Boom, boom,
Just your
boom.
fact
So
we're
they're all
firing
deleted
macro
off the
cannon
field,
shots.
Please come back.
Everybody's
to the battle map and
dead.
Let me know when we're back.
It's already
on the
there.
battle.
Everybody's
Oh, okay,
dead.
cool.
Yes.
As you come down in just a wash of fire and tear apart all of the cannibal ratlings who explode in chunks of meat. And then further off in the fields beyond, where the thousands of other ratlings are approaching, the debt collector begins firing a second salvo, and you see just this immense explosion in the distance as all of them are torn up and completely obliterated.
Evan,
Lauren, would
shout
you
to
like
the
to
Rattling
go?
Horde.
I would love to go.
You see like this fire in the
I see
background
it.
behind you.
I am cackling madly at this point. You see, it's no use. We win. The tall ones always win. And I just look at the thing and I'm like, you're not tall enough upon that vehicle. We need to knock you down a peg. Close my hand and I cast Crush on it.
Of course.
That is an 8
yeah.
against it.
Yeah.
I have no Wrath die, so I cannot boost it up as much as I would like. But its defense is 3, right?
3, yeah.
I'm
So you can
going
take
to put 2 into doing an additional damage die with it. So we're going to now do the rest of the damage. That is going to be
12.
Holy
Wow.
crap.
that's going to be 12 damage.
Yeah, that goes right through, and you can see it is knocked and shaken, but still holding. The ladle guy puts the thing down, and he's holding on, and is desperate. But you've started to break apart this device. Are you going to like hold on to prevent the device from moving
That's
any further?
exactly what it does by default.
Yep.
Just I'm holding
Yeah.
on to it, and it cannot move. It
Yes.
is now restrained.
And at this
Yes,
point,
you're
I think
correct, Dark.
everyone's
There's
gone.
no such thing
Well,
as overkill in
sorry.
Warhammer 40k.
In the
Brain.
immortal words of
Or-
Pie Brain. No, Pie Brain went first.
Yeah, I
Oh, that's
threw.
right.
I
But
threw
in the
cabbage.
immortal words of Pie Brain, the child hasn't gone yet.
the child.
And as the device is held, Tater Tot looks back at you, Lorne, as you hold it, and then sees Reed being
It's
knocked
time,
off,
child. Redeem
looks-
your glory.
and pulls it out, and he just gives this nod of, I'm a gorilla, and he turns and starts rushing towards the
It's just
thing.
like a slow motion, just holding it down like it's Braveheart, but it's Tater Tot. Just, just bringing
And he
it up.
makes this agility test,
And he makes
which
it, I guess.
completely succeeds and climbs up the back. 'Cause this thing is now held. It's not like when Reeb was making the attempt where it wasn't moving. It's now held in place by this crush. And he climbs up. And as the ladle man is furiously
Tater Tot!
staring down at Reeb, who's
Return
distracted
to
him,
glory!
Tater Tot comes up behind with his glory ready and makes a melee attack.
Reeb taps the side of his head at the chef.
Wow,
and
every
hits-
single one succeeded except one.
Oh my
Hits and like just you just glory as he stabs it down and this plus this many dice. Actually, he's gonna take a bonus dice. Do you want
The
to
glory.
use your glory point?
He
Does
must.
Tater Tot get your glory?
Sure.
It's the
He
glory.
gets his glory.
Oh yeah, and he just comes up, and because Reeb had already conked so many wounds off the driver only had 2 wounds left, and Tater Tot just comes up behind him and shoves the glory in his back, and he goes sputters and stumbles down. And for cinematic effect, Lorne, just as he stumbles down towards the not quite deaf roller, do you release the crush effect?
I release him going, it's now your glory, Tater Tot. Enjoy
as
your
you do-
victory.
Tater Tot like looks down as the crush ends, and the roller begins to roll again as you let go of the crush, and the driver falls on it. And there's just like, we don't see the result. Instead, we see Reeb and Tater Tot staring as like a splatter of blood hits both of them.
I'd like to think of this image of a burning, destroyed, and bombarded battlefield with Tater Tot standing there proud, horn in one hand, and the red bandana, which I gave him, just the twirly bits just floating in the wind as we're all just watching as the sun rises a little bit, beaming onto Tater Tot's glory.
And as this is happening, Zedek, you slide down, and as you slide down, you notice that there's a small, glowing, green light with a button beside it on the side of the gramophone. And you're back with the rest of your party mates. And it's just going beep, beep, beep. And all of you hear that the gramophone is beep, beep, beep.
I said we came down with it and we're all together.
Yeah. He slid down. You're all together now. Pi, as you see this, you recognize that's an incoming signal.
Beep. We are being contacted.
Beep.
I will press the button and open the comm.
Yeah, so you put this device down, and suddenly the gramophone rights itself to point upwards and opens like a flower to create this pedestal. And suddenly, the edges of it begin emitting this light.
Oh boy.
And you see this green hololithic light appear. And then a figure appears in the light. Lauren, you're the first.
What does he look like?
Yeah, so it's this hololithic figure who has this sort of plated armor with this austere symbol of office in the center, has kind of a swept back hair, a finely curled mustache, a thin little goatee, robes all around.
What's the symbol?
The symbol looks oddly familiar to the symbol that you have of the Adeptus Astra Telepathica.
Oh. Hey, Reeb, get over here. Some smarmy fucking asshole suckers on the holo.
For goodness sake.
And this like light appears, and he looks in the distance because he's not seeing any of you, and it's like, why, hello. I am Slyburgo de Fuckerby, 24th of my name.
What the fuck was that name? Slyburgo the Fuckery.
Can you repeat that?
It's a pleasure to finally meet you.
Can you repeat that for me?
Of course I can repeat that, because you clearly need to hear my name again. I'm Slyburgo de Fuckerby, the 24th of my name. It's a pleasure for you to meet my acquaintance. I see you have done well in your endeavors. You are in the southern continent, yes? My team was deployed to the northern continent, where it didn't take long for us to get a handle on this situation. Already, I believe the agents of our reckoning will be coming down on the rogue emissaries in the capital. I'm sure, though, that you've done all right for yourselves in the Southlands.
What do you mean, your emissaries?
Well, I
We don't
don't
wanna
want
eat
to brag,
tater tot.
but I guess I'm going to brag a little.
Of course.
I have planted a suggestion into the minds of some of the simple folk here that would turn them against those treacherous emissaries.
Oh, you mean one of these? And I grabbed the Lord of Science and just bring her in so she would appear in her like, oh, one of these things? And I'm just, hand is just really just grabbing onto her neck, going, don't worry, we have this under control. No need for your assistance.
that you would deign to go there in person and not have others do your work for you is so distasteful.
I'm not a smarmy fucking coward. It's not what I am.
Oh, such rude language. Well, rest assured, Slyburgo de Fuckerby, 24th of my name, will not forget this slight, old man. You have made a powerful enemy here.
I raise my hand.
Yeah, and I look at. Go ahead.
Ah, yes, you're polite. Yeah. What do you have to say?
How many of the Divine Lords did you kill?
Well, I believe all of them. Yes.
Yourself?
Well, you see, I had others do it for me. At least
So
that's
you didn't.
what the reports will show. As we
So
are
you didn't
now
do anything.
exiting the system. Oh,
So-
it would be a shame if we reached Catcher Van Nord first. Oh,
I look at-
good day to you. And the hololith cuts.
Yeah.
How could anybody take a name like that with seriously?
May I use the communicator?
Yeah.
I would like to reach back out to the debt collector.
Sir.
Lieutenant Ransom,
Yeah, pie.
Yes,
polite.
sir.
can you locate the signal of a Slyburgo de Fuckerby for me? He's somewhere on this planet, as far as I know.
Sir, I apologize. There is a ship that is far out of our weapons reach on the other side of the planet that has just initiated warp translation.
I'm glad that
I am above the law.
he had to specify weapon range because of the intention of the party to blow this fucker out of the sky for being a fuckerbee.
And
Well,
should I... They've translated, sir. I apologize. Should I be sending down shuttles to collect you?
yes, just send the Arvis lighters down. Can you open a channel to Lady Katya from this?
And please bring a servitor with prison restraints. And prep
Yes,
for prison
also
transport.
that.
That's going to be me, isn't it?
Yes, very much
It
so.
will be.
Damn ribs.
Can I at least read The White Dwarf while I'm in prison?
I snatch it out. Now, I give it back to Reem.
Well, Reeve
Send
already has it, so-
send a
You
Arvis lighter
snatched it
for
out
us.
of my pocket and gave it back
Yeah.
to me.
Sorry, I thought she still had it. My bad. Like,
So-
I got it for you. I just took it out of your pocket and gave it back.
So
Yes,
as
thank you.
the other vessel has translated out, our session ends with the debt collector in orbit
Oh.
over Fartham 4, the shuttles having come down, collecting the various grouped masses. Several people wish to accompany you, and whether or not you allow it will be up to you. Obviously, Uncle Hej and the host of the Grumble Tum Tum Farm wish to come aboard your vessel.
It's not called that.
GM,
Yes.
sorry. I actually had one thing I wanted to try before we departed.
Okay.
Oh, absolutely.
So can I have the Lord of Science, because she has no longer got her name, can I have her direct me to the burial plot of our now dead tech priest? The one
Oh,
that they
absolutely. There's just like an unmarked stone.
I was
The
actually
Divine Lord of War puts him there.
So this is where she's buried, yes?
Yes.
Can I quickly see if there's any jumper cables on this crashed shuttle?
What?
What? Wait. I'm sure Brain has some in his like chest compartment. Just and there's.
I've got a zappy gun.
I have a combi tool.
GM, can I do
a pistol.
a Medicaid to see if I can even salvage this dead tech priest lady?
I mean,
I have an idea.
She's quite dead, but you could
What?
salvage parts.
I want a jumper. I want to see, because, tech priests, right? They don't got meat.
Fine. Roll me a Medicaid check and then roll all sixes and prove me wrong.
I just need to change the power supply. I don't know.
Yeah.
Big bet.
Yeah, turn
they
it off,
put-
turn it back on again. She'll be
They
fine.
put triple A's. This should have been double A's. Yeah. Roll me a Medicaid check. Once again, YouTube comments, this GM doesn't let us get away with it. God damn it! All right.
All right, I'll order the art.
You don't gotta give it to me if you don't wanna. Like, we can just make this party.
No. We'll
That's fine.
We'll touch on this next session. We'll touch on this. We're like the scene here because we're kind of in a denouement of our first arc of the Fartham 4 arc. Like we have the burning landscape behind going to night and the cameras pulling up, and there's some kind of I don't know, modern contemporary music playing, and it's Pi, Brain, and Reeb who've crowded around the burial mound and dug it out, and Zedek is arranging the shuttles to come down, and I assume Lorne is off to the side with Tater Tot praising him for what he did, and we just kind of see as the cameras move further up away from this scene, we just see the jumper cables, and Reeb makes some comment of it worked, or something like that.
No, I'm gonna shout to the skies, unnatural Medicaid, baby!
Yeah, and so we cut to a few other scenes. Belba, the Uncle Heshej and the Grumble Tum Tum, the Meat Place Alpha crew, they all board shuttles bound for the debt collector, but along with them, some of the survivors under Belba Creepfoot want to go on the debt collector, which also kind of fulfills your objective of having a group of ratlings to train for a regiment.
It's true.
And so Belba kind of takes unofficial control of these. And what you quickly find out is you don't have enough to hit your 1,000 strong soldiers because the capital's been ravaged. These cannibals have descended down.
Oh, right. We killed
Burned
them all.
many of them.
Wait a second.
But then you find out news from the south. The cannibals, over the past several days, have been also making their way to the southern continent because, it's been a while.
Of course they do.
And as they've reached there, rather than consuming the locals, they stopped and realized their cannibal ways were wrong. Because they got to enjoy the fine cooking of the first annual Captain Zedek Cookathon that was taking place in Happy Feastings that stopped the rage. Whether or not it had anything to do with the Psyker leaving the system or the Captain Zedek Cookathon, no one will ever know. But the Cookathon ended them, and those cannibals suddenly became way more interested in assisting and helping out, and they definitely fill out the other part of your 1,000 required rattling souls. And
Hulky, high five me.
5-dimensional rattling chess, baby. 5-dimensional rattling chess.
We end with these shuttles carrying on up to the debt collector, bringing all of these goals that you'd set out to accomplish here and completing them. And we then cut to the debt collector, finally, after our first 3 sessions, moving out of orbit of the planet towards, warp translation and exiting the system entire.
Yeah.
And where our session comes to its final end is a last scene on an idyllic hill as the evening sun sets. And 2 ratlings stand on this hill. 2 ratlings, a mother and a father, who look up into the sky and vow revenge. And then reach down into their pockets and produce onions that they begin munching on. And that's where we will end for today's session.
Fuck you, got
Good job, everyone.
This was enjoyable.
Yay, we made nemesis by stealing someone's child.
B-B-E-G.
Oh, we didn't die.
They didn't die. Yeah.
With that,
You did real good.
With that, everyone, I think that is the end of WarHams today. We hope you join us next time. Our next day in which we will be streaming is on August 8th.
Oh my god. Okay. So, ratlings are like onions? What do you mean? They smell bad and they're fat and they're round? Can't wait for the Demon Prince rat. They have a cook now. This is true. Alright, guys. So, that was episode 3. Next week we have episode 4. Yes, it was a wholesome ending. With the victims of kidnapping vowing to get their kid back. Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. Alright, guys. So, who had fun? X in the chat if you had fun, guys. So, this coming week, we'll be seeing the release of Comic Store Story Part 4. And then I'll be immediately recording Part 5. Which, yeah, little bit difficult. But it's something I've been really looking forward to doing. Guardsman, you have a nice night, bud. Yeah, everyone, if you're leaving, you have a nice night. I hope you guys had fun. I know I did. And next week, same time, same channel. Yep. Zolt, glad you could join us, bud. Dark, glad to see you. Guys, whatever you do today, it's Saturday. Just go have fun, guys. And I'll catch you next time. Until then, I'm going to go be Ferris Manus somewhere else. Cannibal Ratlings versus Towel Ladies versus Pulse Rifles. I actually prefer the Ratlings.